Okay, I'm recording now, so we don't have to start now, but...
what was the thing I said? If it ain't bussin', it's bussin'.
Excuse me?
Oh, I didn't tell
Which
you about
doesn't
that.
actually make sense.
No.
Sorry, you're not in this group Snapchat. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not...
Where we talk about
had
our
s-
holes.
Excuse me?
we all went and got new holes.
And Lily was worried that her holes were infected, but as Campbell said,
If it ain't pussin', it's bussin'.
so it's fine.
My pushing is bushing.
If it ain't pussin'. I'm done. All right.
Welcome back to Gals and Goblins. This is our end of year recap and Q&A session. We're gonna be talking about our favorite moments from the year and answering the questions that you sent in. Let's get started. Who wants
You're not going to introduce
Not gonna
us?
introduce us.
You're by yourself right now at this table.
It's my first time ever doing this.
Lily's by herself.
Look, Campbell, Olivia, and Jared all weirdly had plans tonight.
Oh.
They all canceled, so.
Oh, I got to...
Oh shit, that was tonight?
See you guys.
So with me as always is Olivia Rose McCain,
Hey, here I am.
Campbell Duffy,
I'm here too.
and Jared Boswinkle.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. Ooh, you're coming on way too pushy. I hope you weren't trying to get this. What's up, it's Jared Boswinkle.
Oh my god.
What was the end of that?
What's up, it's Jared Boswinkle.
No, like the actual line that you were singing.
That was it's called freestyle.
What's up, it's Jared Boswinkle. Buckle my shoe?
I know.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah, I was hoping he would say it so we could say you
I
can't
thought
say
you
that.
just stopped the recording.
What do you mean?
I gotta go.
That's it. That was a real lyric.
And I'm Lily Persifield.
No, nobody cares.
Holy shit. We're not making it to 2024.
That's actually this is our
This is our farewell.
this is our farewell episode. We should title that in the feed. We should say Gals and
Gals
Goblins
is
farewell
over.
episode.
But ...
And then just the top of the show it says ... for 2023.
It's like
Farewell
when people are
tour.
like, see you next year. Like at the New Year's party. They're like, I'm not going to see you until next year. And you're like, haha, that's so funny. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to get us started with their favorite moment?
He's got a juicy one.
Ooh, a juicy moment.
Okay, well, if I got one off the top of my head,
Is it timestamped?
Is it juicy?
shut the hell up.
You're the only one allowed to not have timestamps.
Exactly. So I was listening back to some of the study breaks,
Oh.
and I found the moment where... Are you listening to my story? Are you listening? You're looking at each
I
other.
think she's having a breakdown.
I'm listening.
There was some existential
What was
horror on her
happening?
face.
You said it was from the study break.
Yeah.
I was going down a dark path in my own mind, and it wasn't related to what
I was
happening.
just going with her.
And I dragged Olivia down into the waters of my quarter life crisis with me.
I'm going to drag y'all down into the clear waters of this beautiful story.
Okay.
So I found the moment
Splish
where
splash.
I reference the dice. You know the dice that I'm talking about.
Yes.
Where I say, this dice rolls really well.
I know what you're talking about.
And it is in the Imp episode. Well, it's actually in the study break of the Imp episode. I was like, I keep using this dice because it's rolling really well. And then the next episode would be the episode where I rolled those 2 nat 20s, and then I stopped rolling it. So that's one of my favorite moments.
And then we fully did the saltwater weight test.
Yeah, and
Like,
then-
we took it so seriously.
And they're fine, right?
Yeah.
and it wasn't
I think it is. I think it's.
I mean, Jared did run the test, so
I ran the
we
test.
didn't check his
Oh,
work.
we didn't get a third party.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, the test is I don't know, pour a bunch of fucking salt in the water, and then
We don't know if Jared ran the test right now that I'm thinking.
I don't know
about
if I ran the test super well. I haven't been using the dice because it either is weighted incorrectly or it has dark magic. So
Yeah.
and so I don't want to fuck you guys over.
Well, you already have with it, so
That's true. But if
Multiple times.
to get a specific moment, I think it would be whenever I rolled that second at 20 on your friend powder, the angel dust or whatever.
That was
friend
crazy.
powder.
I got videos on my phone of both of those that I need to share in the Discord. In the
Oh, I
second
didn't know
one,
we had video.
the
We
second
need
one,
to prove that it was in front of the because I think
Yeah.
people are like, oh, like, wow, that's such a, like, he was railroading. And it's like, no, we all saw it.
In the first one, we're all like, what? Oh my God, that's crazy. And the second one, we're like, oh. We're so, like, devastated.
That's funny.
She's crinkling. Our dog is crinkling. Put her on the naughty list. Olivia, stop yelling at her.
Olivia, stop kicking the dog.
Olivia, whoa. Whoa.
Drop kicked Rosie.
Rosie is over the balcony right now.
Well, I have to put her in her place.
Guess we'll go get her later then.
She can frolic with the deer and the coyotes.
Oh, she licked my toe.
Anyway, I gave my dog a bone instead of a crinkly toy.
That's one of my moments. So who wants to go next? And then I can come.
Me. This moment, it's from episode 2, I think really sets the tone for the entire campaign. It's when we encounter Bertram and Burton and Dirty Dan.
Oh, yeah.
And I decide for Flair to kneecap him.
For flair.
I went back and listened, and I even say, this doesn't actually do anything, but this is just like for fun. And then I kneecap him. And Jared put in a nice sound effect that sounds very similar to this.
Oh, yeah.
And then I pry his kneecap off. And then later I do also take his eyeballs.
Yeah.
Roll the clip.
There's a lot
Jared, could we hear that right here?
Oh, yeah. I'll put in the sound effect right here.
Starts at 49:42.
Thank you so much.
Episode 2.
Thank you.
Anyway, that's mine. I think I would also like to say in terms of Beans' character arc, he has not done anything that violent since coming to Frogmont.
That's
so
very true.
I think school is really
Oh.
Well,
He's getting domesticated.
which is really, I think it's something that he kind of wants.
Well, also, I think y'all were so fucking violent in that second episode.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, we should probably reel it back a little bit.
Maybe
And, like,
we're going through something.
only in terms of as a story where we want to go from here. Like, if we start off as like fucking insane, ripping people's eyeballs, which I think is great characterization for Beans and what he is, but the kneecapping, the like ripping people's eyes out, and also in the first episode of Esta being like, I kill him.
I love that moment.
I tase him to death.
Well, we had to set the tone. We had to be like, haha, we're so silly, so cozy, but
Yeah,
also
that
we're
was
gonna
great.
fucking
Guy.
kill.
That was the barbarian guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
those
I
guys
think
were awful.
He was so realistic that
Yeah.
I think he like awakened a rage in all of us.
Yeah.
Like
Let's kill him. He had a tiny fish boy in a bag.
Mhm.
In no world is that okay.
and just like a guy being a jerk in a bar. It's like
yeah.
yes,
Kill
yes,
him. Kill him.
kill him.
It hit a little too close to home.
And like
Sorry.
being rude to like customer service
Mhm.
workers is like
Yeah.
I am gonna kill you with my hand.
I'm gonna melt your brain between my hands.
I mean, so in that sense, I guess it was like kind of perfect for an opening, and then for like getting into characters, and then as like the story goes on, I don't think we've fought anyone who's not evil in a while.
I don't think we've fought anyone that I had a lot of animosity towards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since like, I mean, there was the demon where I like ripped his heart out of his chest, but I feel like that was pretty warranted.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the people that we've had to fight it's like also part of the fight is like convincing them, is like either trying to turn them back into a human or like trying to get
Yeah.
them to be nice or like, yeah, there hasn't been anyone that's warranted a kneecapping.
Except for
lately.
Yeah.
Connor.
Well, we
well-
were also trying to persuade Connor.
Decide Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that one I was like, I didn't want to fight, but I also didn't want to give the ring.
I mean, this is like getting a little off topic, but I mean, we're just chatting. Like, what do you think y'all's attitude would be if y'all saw Connor again?
Kneecap him.
Kneecap now?
It's like
Is it kneecap territory?
it's like we gotta fully.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would kill him because he's such a valuable. This sounds terrible, but like it's like we gotta interrogate him. We gotta see
Yeah.
who he's talking
Yeah.
to. We gotta learn more
knock him
information.
out.
But like after what he did to Chet, who like I feel so strangely protective over after being like, I hate the Brimstone Boys. They were so much better than them.
They're
We're
just so
capable."
naive.
Yeah,
I love
it's
them.
like, and because I definitely blame myself. Like Sawyer blames herself for what happened to him because I couldn't shield him in time, or I couldn't. I shielded him, but it wasn't enough to like negate the damage. It's super personal now. Of like, I do want to knock him out, but I don't want to kill him because I'm so curious about what happened, like the transformation that he went through. And and who's in his head.
Yeah.
I want the fucking ring back.
Yeah.
Like I'm convinced it does
we have to
something
get the ring
important.
back.
So I feel like a very a very narratively satisfying moment if Beans can like get him down and with some good quippy one-liner get the ring back.
Yeah.
Who knows what it'll be?
Yeah. I mean, guess we'll just have to wait and see. Sorry.
Says the guy who knows exactly what could happen.
No, I don't.
Anyway,
Who's next? Who's
Okay.
next?
My first one is from episode 1 because it's something that I think about all the time, especially when I'm imagining little Gals and Goblins like music videos in my head.
Oh, yeah.
And it's also such a vivid moment. I don't know if you've like changed. I think you've changed some
Yeah.
stuff in the episode,
I went
but
back
I don't
and
know if you've
fixed.
changed this moment since the first time I listened to it, or if I just didn't appreciate it enough at the time. But it's when Esta pulls Beans into the Owlcat bus into Sarah. I just imagine it so vividly, and like I don't know, all of the sound design around it is really good, and the music is really intense. It's just so silly, but it's like a really cute moment of like Esta reaching her hand out of the window and like pulling Beans in, and then Sawyer goes, "Well, that just happened." It's so good. It's such a good moment, and it's also just like such a good image to imagine as like part of a music video.
I feel like you've talked about that moment a lot as part
I
of your like
have.
music videos.
It's so good. I love it.
What song do you imagine it to?
Drive It Like You Stole It from Sing Street.
Of course.
Really good movie. Yeah.
Because we're in the bus.
I know.
I don't think I've changed anything about that. I don't know if I've said it on the pod, but like I've gone back and cleaned up episode 1. Like some of the music wasn't perfect, and like I wanted to mix it a little bit better, just because that's like the first thing people hear. I was like, I can do a little bit better job on this. But no, I don't even think I've touched that moment really.
It's a really nicely edited moment. And then you also describe the Briar Knight like throwing the sword between us, and we both go like, "Whoo!"
Oh, I like that moment.
So
yeah.
it's a very like
You can see the hands.
You
like,
can see it. Yeah,
going.
it's just such a beautiful. It's a really pretty moment to imagine. Like cinematically interesting moment to imagine.
Yeah.
So that's my first favorite. Because it's in the first. It's 15 minutes into the first episode.
Yeah.
It's so like, I don't know. It's so visual to me. I love it.
What would have happened if Esta didn't take Beans' hand?
Oh.
Sawyer would have.
Dark Beans timeline.
Yeah. New character.
Wow, Olivia, I guess you just have to live on your own subplot over there by yourself.
Aw.
Gals and Goblins would be the main cast, and then Olivia every now and then. Just solo.
Nice.
I was thinking about that because there's the moment where Esta chooses to go to Frogmont, and it's like,
Oh,
I could
yeah.
have just said I would go to Weasley.
And then your new character comes. Your real character.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
That would
if you were
actually
like,
be a
no,
funny
Weaselby?
intro.
That'd be
of, like,
cool.
she goes to Weaselby, and then like somebody else.
Yeah.
walks
Like
in.
Somebody
super
else comes
fucking
to the bus
cool,
stop.
Rad kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? My name's fucking S-Star.
S-Star Uadon.
Okay. My name's Grisilla.
Priscilla
Grisilla Ruido.
Ruido.
Oh my god, I thought we
I
weren't
lay
gonna...
awake thinking about that, and I think, what the hell does that mean?
Oh my god.
The fact that you were
keeps me
so
up at
fucking adamant, you were like, it's Ruido.
I like was she trying to
Ruido.
make a pen name, and that's what she came up with.
No, I think Jared was
Did
like,
it get scratched off?
yeah. Oh, it got scratched off. They're really gonna love
No.
this detail.
No. It's that well y'all keep saying that it's like like it's Ruidon, and it's like no, on the book it is perfectly printed Ruido.
But it
So
means
funny.
Ruidon.
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? Anyway, what a beautiful moment. Not as beautiful as kneecapping someone, but
That is treasured. All right, Lily, you haven't gone. What's a moment?
Okay.
Name a moment. What's a
Here's-
moment?
with a timestamp.
Name
I'll
a
name
moment.
you-
Name a woman.
I'll name a woman and a moment.
Oh, I'll name a woman.
Me.
Lily.
When I'm about to find this timestamp.
No, don't do it.
Why
I
are
don't
you
have-
time stamping?
This is from episode 8,
Mm.
and it is
I really like these early episodes. What? It's not doing it for you anymore?
Uh,
no.
I'm just kidding.
Also,
I'm just
I
kidding.
didn't want mine to be too much of a spoiler. 'Cause
Oh,
you know
that's
how I am about
true.
spoilers? Well,
That's
we already talked
true.
about Connor,
Well,
so
I-
it's all out in the open.
kind of went through chronologically and picked one from like beginning, middle.
When you were
and-
time stamping your moments.
Yeah. Do you want to see the?
Anyway,
It's getting
mine
tense, guys.
is
It's getting
from
really tense.
episode 8. This is very self-serving. It's Sawyer's home run.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
It was my first big Nat 20, and it was on something that was so like I literally made up Arcana Ball in my head because I
Yeah.
wanted Sawyer to like be a team captain and to have like a sport that she really loved. Obviously, Jared and I like worked on it together to like figure out the mechanics and stuff like that. But the fact that I got a Nat 20 at tryouts, it just like lives in my memory as if I actually did well at a tryout in real life. Like
Core
it's like
memory.
yeah, it's like the same like endorphin, serotonin rush that you would get from like having a really good audition or something. It was like, oh, yes,
Your
yes,
brain was like, moment.
yes. And I'm so competitive in real life that like I wanted that Nat 20 so bad,
Yeah.
and I got it. But the real reason it is one of my favorite moments is because I was listening back to it today, and it was so fun. But the sound design that like brings it to life, to hear like the crack of the bat, it like dissolves, it like splinters, and there's this cool sound, and all of us cheering. It's just like, it's so cool because it's like, this is something that I have made up in my character. I made up a sport that I made up, and like it sounds so real and beautiful in the episode, and it is so cool to hear it brought to life. It's like really is a happy memory with friends. You know? Like we all like were so excited in that moment. Yeah, so that's one of my favorite memories in real life.
That's
and
a really good one.
in the
Yeah.
podcast. It's so good, but it's like it's just a solid minute. It's like portfolio trailer material. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like a good moment. I love it.
It was a good example of like the dice telling a beautiful story, right? Because don't you roll
Yes.
really, really bad, and then it's like
I
your
rolled so bad,
last.
and I wasn't using later in that episode. Like the scene after is when Felicity
Oh.
gives me my my lucky
You remember you
charm
have lucky.
pin.
feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, which is like when I remembered. Oh, I have this amazing feat that I could have been
Like
using.
the best feat.
But yeah, before then, I have in the first 7 episodes, I have so many nat 1s and 2s.
I just remember it being like so satisfying on like so many levels, like just purely on like the dice. And then it was like on a character level, obviously that's satisfying. And then on like a friend level, it was like if somebody was gonna crit, it needed to be Lily.
Yeah, and it also like it wasn't against an enemy. Like it
Yeah.
didn't really, I mean, like, I don't know, we got on JV. And it's like, it was big for Sawyer because it's like, oh, I can do this. I wanted to look good in front of Felicity.
Yeah.
So it was an important character moment. But like, it was not life or death, but it's the moment that I would choose
Yeah.
to crit on.
I almost chose that as one of my favorite moments. And I said,
Really?
well, I think Lily's gonna choose it, so I didn't.
Did you choose Beans winning the race?
No.
That's one of my other. Oh, I guess I'm not going in order, but that was gonna be one of mine. But then I was like, Olivia might choose it because it happened to Beans.
I didn't.
Anyway,
I can only choose 3. I mean, I can choose as many as I want. But
Okay.
Jared, what's your
somebody
other
else
one?
go.
Somebody else go.
Oh,
I can
Yeah.
go again.
Then go.
This was one I went back and really re-listened to. It was episode 10. Not the first time we have a dream sequence, the second time.
Sequence.
oh.
So actually I'm announcing that I'm leaving the podcast.
Gossip
How
How
Goblins
many
is
times
over.
are we going to threaten?
Farewell.
Well, we're gonna threaten until we don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
One day it's gonna be like Boy Who Cried. We're gonna post like Gals and Goblins farewell message, and everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, right, it's
Liars.
And then we're just
And
gonna
then for 4
Like,
weeks, there's
we're
no
dissolving.
post.
good times. Play this soundbite when we do
60 years.
in 60 years.
next month.
Our second dream sequence.
There you go. That away. You really killed that.
When we're each kind of like on a different plane. That whole section is just stands out in my memory of like I was just very engaged with everybody's little dream. Not gonna say sequence again.
You just said it right there.
With everybody's dream and like being on planes, that's just like very fascinating. People in a home game I've run, I love playing interplanarly in different planes. But specifically when Beans goes to the spirit plane, the sound design that happens right in that moment is really just like beautiful. It's like the stars and the ambiance in the sky. And are they whales?
They're just like
Yeah.
fish.
The
Oh.
fish. I imagine them as whales because of Star Wars.
I
Yeah.
thought that there was a whale,
I mean,
One-
I,
there
there's
I,
was.
think,
one
I, think,
whale,
I think they're like chasing
and there's a
whale.
lot of fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're like zooming through the sky and it's like pew, pew, pew. It's really good. But specifically a moment within that greater moment is when the dragon roars and Cherry is going to leave. I mean, I loved meeting Cherry because that's Beans' sister and I didn't think I'd meet her early on. But like the moment when she's like, I got to go, like you keep yourself safe. And then Beans like breaks down and is like, why can't I just be a little boy who goes to school?
Yeah.
just because in that moment, that was the first time I genuinely was like emotional in that moment. Like it got me. I started saying it and I was like,
It was an emotional whole episode.
Yeah, but
that moment got me because seeing you emotional about Beans,
Yeah.
like up until that point, he had been like a really three-dimensional character, but still, that was the first moment where it's like, oh man,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a nice moment because I feel like it got to the core of like Beans because
Yeah.
the very next moment is like, I'll keep going because I think there's not enough good in the world and at least I can maybe bring more good. And that's like very core that we don't get to see about Beans a lot. But like if I had to say I had a super objective, that's what it is for Beans. He goes in roundabout ways to get there sometimes. But I also think it touched at the core of like, any of my friends would know. Often I'm just so busy, I'm doing things. I'll just be like, why can't anybody just let me be a little guy? Why can't everybody just leave me alone for 5 days and not want anything from me? So it was like, again, a complex moment on like a lot of layers, but beautifully designed, fun to like perform. And it gave Beans a chance to show a different side of him.
Well, I don't even know if I've said this to Olivia. This has been something I've been thinking about for a little bit. Next like kind of round of Gals and Goblins, like because we're recording after this kind of like arc ended, like Welcome to Frogmont is kind of what I've been thinking of. Like, where do we go from here? I mean, haven't really delved into Beans a lot.
It's kind of Beans time.
It's kind of
That's
Beans
true.
time.
Just come from Esta, kind of.
We kind of been like, it kind of really started with Sawyer.
It was definitely Sawyer time.
And then like mixing with Esta and then like Sawyer and Esta. We haven't really hit a lot of Beans.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, everyone. Buckle up.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so
Let's
that's a little
go
hint.
to hell.
Let's go to hell.
Let's
Well,
go to
don't
hell.
get your hopes up. We got a little bit to go to hell.
We probably don't want to go to hell.
Yeah, we got a little
I
bit
bet
to
we'll
go
have
to
to fight
hell.
that Briar Knight, remember? We saw
Maybe
him.
he's a friend. I was listening to that
Oh,
part. And he
yeah.
like put his hand down.
It's like
to
he
me.
was fighting what he had been programmed to do.
Yeah.
That was good.
And I got in his hand.
yeah.
Jot that down, Jared.
Another enemy that we can convince to be good instead of just killing.
You know, I'm really nervous for when we run into Bertram again.
Oh.
He's still alive.
He's fine.
But I will say also in that dream sequence, there's a lot of nice foreshadowing, like a dragon roaring in the distance.
Mhm.
And well, if you haven't finished the current episodes right now and you're listening to this, you're insane.
Oh yeah, why was I
Yeah.
worried about spoilers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be crazy if someone listened to this and then
There's
they're like,
only one episode that we've recorded that will not be out before this,
And
Yeah.
that's,
and we didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
did stuff.
Nothing crazy. I could be like, y'all wake up at Frogmont. Whoa.
Anyway, that's my second moment.
I feel like we're all knocking on the same topic right now. And I realized I looked down at my sheet and they're also all about sound design.
I'm flattered.
It's
Thank
like-
you so
it's
much.
like- it's like the moments at the table are so good, but just to get to hear them transformed and like they just add, the sound design always just adds so much color to the
Mhm.
moment.
I also
So-
think our best moments are going to motivate the best sound design.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It makes sense that all
absolutely.
these moments would be like, and the sound design was so good.
Absolutely.
Because it's like appropriate for the like
Yeah.
memorable moment.
So my second favorite moment is Jared describing the school island for the first time.
I know you love that.
It's like the fog, and it's like you see this big tall figure, and the music is really scary, and we're all like, "Fuck, shit,
What is it?
we're gonna have to fight something, or it's
Yeah.
gonna be something really scary." And then it like the fog parts, and it's like, oh my god, like the way you describe the how the schools are stacked and all their colors and the way the island like moves through the water, and then like there's like sounds of the girls all like rushing to the front of the boat, and they're all like screaming and laughing and like talking to me. They're like so excited to see it. And then there's like water coming up on the shore, and then the fish like break off the front of the boat, and it's so good.
So
Because it's like something. It was like that was what the whole first 5 episodes we were like building up to.
Yeah.
So it was finally this like such a satisfying huzzah of like here it is, and it's so beautiful, and you can't even believe it. It was like, oh,
And it
was
makes you want to go to Frogmont
Oh, it
so
makes you wanna go to
bad.
Frogmont so bad. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll say I've been trying to like break it down, but there's just two moments that I think of that are like formative, and the fish race I think is so that feeling is what is something that I chase to accomplish in encounters for y'all, is something that matters and you want it more than anything. And also it is like the most fun that you've had. And also you can see yourself there.
Yeah.
Which I think something I've gotten close to it with like the falling and stuff whenever y'all fall out of the ship. But I gotta say, I think like that's like classic is the fish race.
Yeah.
So good. And when Beans wins, even though he's afraid of water, and it was featured on Tabletop News.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And there's like a clip of like everyone. It's like not just the two hosts. It's like the other hosts and some of the crew being like Beans, Beans, Beans. And they're all chanting. So it was cool to see like video evidence of like other people getting as excited as we did.
Yeah.
Because that was just such a fun, silly, cool moment.
And him, I loved the mechanics of that, of like we were not allowed to like interfere with each other, but we could. Like it was like
Yeah, I like how we could be a little sneaky.
Yeah. But like I feel like every time somebody tried to be sneaky, it didn't work. Like I think it like
No,
failed
some of
every
mine
time.
did.
Oh, they did?
Mine did. I cast.
Well, I think maybe they tried it on us and it didn't work. I just
Maybe
remember
that's
being
why maybe that's why it's a fond memory. We're like,
and then Beans his fish swimming around as he wiggled his butt at them.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Beans used to wiggle his butt a lot more, I think.
I'll bring it back.
yeah, bring that back.
Hey, you know what? A lot is going on in this world that we're living in, and
I don't have time to wiggle my butt.
Frogma, there hasn't been a lot of butt wiggling time
It's true.
since everyone got poisoned.
Yeah, that's true.
Really put things into
You should have
perspective.
wiggled your butt at Connor.
He kills you.
You're dead. You're straight up dead. Do you not take an attack? You use your action
Yeah,
to,
like
to
I would
wiggle
like
your
to
butt.
use my action to wiggle my butt.
Okay.
Please.
Can you roll 3 death saves?
He divine strikes you.
That's 2 failed death saves
Yeah.
actually automatically.
Oh my god.
Does a 27 hit, and that's a 67 damage.
I couldn't wiggle my butt because Esta immediately scolded me for risking my life.
Esta scolds you. I wiggle my butt.
All right, everybody, watch out. In 2024, more butt wiggling.
Yeah.
Woo!
What do we want?
That's what we've been waiting for. Some Beans butt wiggles.
I wiggle my butt enough in real life. I should translate it.
Okay. Okay, Queen.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What do you got for us?
Prove it.
I'm wiggling my butt right now.
You won't.
I'm wiggling my butt. Here, listen.
No, this
That sounded like sandpaper on the mic.
That's just what her butt sounds like. Be nice.
I'm just saying.
Wow, now I'm never wiggling my butt again.
Sorry.
Wait, Lily, what does it sound like when my butt wiggles?
I already did.
Yeah,
that.
do it again.
I already did.
That was my butt wiggling.
I was trying to think of what my butt sounds like whenever I wiggle it. No, it sounds like this.
Oh my god! What are you?
Holy shit. Wait, you smacking
You're
the shit out of
smacking
it.
it on wood?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Got like clappers back there.
And you're farting at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
This is what it sounds like when I shake my butt.
This is what it sounds like when I shake my butt.
Put in that sound that's like.
This is what it sounds like when I shake my butt. That, and that's it. That's it.
Here's what my butt sounds like when I shake it. It's those giant drums. Dun, 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 dun.
Like a timpani.
Yeah. Dun, dun.
That's funny.
My butt just sounds like a rim shot.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought you said something different.
I think I know what you're talking about.
My butt sounds like Scooby-Doo running.
Oh.
We're like,
I know.
It's like
I know.
bongos.
I can't do it.
Mine is SpongeBob walking.
Oh, that's good.
That's so good.
you know,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Okay. voice acting portfolio.
Yeah, I do sound effects.
I'll know. This is a quick side note. And I had a voice acting class in
A quick
college.
side note from
Our long side note.
This is a side note on the side
Haven't
note.
even gotten to
If you let me
questions
go on a
yet.
tangent real quick.
Side note on the side note. I did like a voiceover class in college, and we had an assignment that it was like a script from like a Batman show, and it was like, I'm the Bat, and then it was like, yeah, Joker, and then it was just like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up, and then this wasn't part of the assignment.
This
We were
isn't
just supposed
making
to.
any sense.
You were just supposed to read the script, and it was a Batman script. But then at the end of our recording, unbeknownst to my partner and to the rest of the class, I put in the sound of Robert Pattinson's Batman beating the shit out of the goon in like the trailer, where it's like, and he goes ham for like 10 seconds. And that was probably one of the greatest moments of my collegiate career.
Oh my god.
And that wasn't a part of the assignment?
I'll put it in right here.
The hell are you supposed to be?
No, that wasn't part of the assignment.
Did you get extra credit?
No, but I got a good laugh.
And that's worth
And,
1,000 4.0s.
Yeah.
Not in my book.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyway,
Olivia graduated cum loud. If y'all, I'm sure.
Cum- what?
That. Cum
Yeah.
loud.
actually,
She's what?
No,
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
Magnum cum loud.
Yeah,
She's wanting her to come?
No, you were summa cum.
yeah. I was summa coming loud.
I was Magnum dong loud.
Yeah,
I wasn't as good as you.
yeah. You were a little bit below me.
I was close.
When I met you and I'm coming.
Okay, somebody else
Hey.
say their favorite moment.
I think it's just you,
else?
dog.
Hey, anybody else come loud in college? Let us know.
Everyone's gonna be like, that's not relatable. Summa cum loud.
I was
That's like-
coming loud
that's
in
like-
college. I didn't graduate cum loud though.
Honestly, pretty hard to get.
I walked that stage coming loud. You know what I mean?
Type 1 in the chat if you were coming loud in college.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Smash that like button if you.
Oh, come on.
If you were Magnum
If you
dong
what?
loud.
If you what?
What was
Finish.
Magnum dong loud?
God.
Say Magnum dong loud one more time.
Okay, back to the original point of the
Am I reading
episode.
the last one because mine is so deep and emotional?
Yeah, no, this is the last. Are we supposed to have 3?
Well, I had 3. You don't have to have 3.
I got 4.
Oh my god. Okay, well you better go.
Yeah, you go again.
Okay, it's another sound design. It's the first time Esta enters the dragon cage.
Oh, yeah.
But then juxtaposed with the way the last few conversations that she's had with him, because that first scene where I don't even see him, I just like enter the cage in my trance, and
They're bullying me. They're bullying me. They're bullying me.
so
I'm sorry, Campbell. Continue.
okay, the first time I get to see the dragon cage, it's like so intense and scary, and oh my god, there's a lock, and then he's growling, and it's so scary. And then like the next time I meet him, I think it's also pretty scary. And then the last 2 conversations I've had with him, he's like, "Hey,
Hey, can you please unlock the key?
Can
It'd be super rad.
yeah,
It'd be so fucking
And we
cool.
found out his name was Little Blueberry.
yeah."
His nickname.
My little blueberry.
It's like how in every like I don't know, fantasy media, when dragons are like, no one can know my true name. If your puny human ears comprehended it, your mind would explode. Little blueberry.
My mind did explode when I heard that, just in a good way.
You came?
No, I only did that in college.
And if you were to give a descriptor of the noise level of what you were doing, what would it be?
Loud.
That's what I thought.
Campbell doesn't like the come loud jokes anymore.
No, Campbell said the bit is over.
Campbell has been mouthing to us for the past 5 minutes. Shut the fuck up, please.
You should
it's
try
over.
I have done nothing of the sort.
The
You should,
the bit
you
is
should try the
over.
Magnum dong loud joke. See if it lands now.
Yeah. Try it again.
Well, under that kind of pressure, I can't stick that.
hey, just make me laugh.
Hey, I'm just gonna sit here quietly, and then when you make me laugh, we'll continue.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say? Magnum dong?
Not that.
Shit.
that all you had?
Oh, I don't know. I thought we were doing a bit. You actually want me to sit here and make you laugh?
I told you the term.
What did you just do?
I wasn't laughing at you.
Oh, really?
Well, I was laughing at you,
You weren't
not
laughing
with
at
you.
me? It sounds like I made you laugh.
Well, it sounds like collectively you have to make us all laugh.
At the same time?
Yeah.
God, there's no way. The way you're all looking at me. Please, please laugh right now. Or else I'm going to cry. Or else I'm never going to think I'm funny again. And then the podcast will be terrible.
I want to laugh because, like, I find her begging funny. You know what I mean? Not like she's not doing anything funny. I just find watching her like this funny.
I'll take anything. There's no way I'm going to make y'all
I've
all
cracked.
three laugh when you're trying not to laugh.
I've cracked.
Okay, well, Olivia cracked so she's out.
I'm out. Oh, I can help you.
I think it's time to move on.
Oh, I can help
Oh.
you.
I was having a good time.
Oh.
Oh,
See, I
well,
It's
cracked.
like
keep going.
Survivor from Game Changer.
Jared here thinks the bit is dead.
Little does he know, he'll be dead in a few hours.
Little does he know I'm resuscitating the bit. Psh, clear!
Little does he know that if you hang on, little
Jared, is this a bad time to ask you if you could put like a defibrillator, a
What? A what?
a defibrillator sound effect? A defibrillator.
Oh my god.
A defibrillator sound
The
effect.
vibe is in shambles.
In post.
No, what are you calling it?
A defibrillator. A defibrillator.
I'm gonna fucking piss
Defibrillator.
No, I know
What's
she
it
knows.
called?
No, I think she knows the real word.
A defibrillator.
Okay, now I'm not so sure. I thought she was just doing a really funny bit.
Pomone.
A defibrillator. Timbo and Pomone.
Okay, Timbo and Pabone or whatever.
Never heard that.
No.
Timbo and Pomone.
Pimbo.
Pimbo? I did.
Oh my god.
Pimbo
Pimbo.
and Timon? Wait, what are their real
Don't tell him.
Tim. Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Timon and Pumbaa.
Okay, I don't care. I got everybody to laugh and I got you all to laugh at the same time.
Do you actually not know the word?
Defibrillator?
Oh, okay, you do?
Jared just started playing a glorpy beat.
A glorpy beat.
He started to play, he's playing like gloopy trap beats right now.
The frog music.
Yeah. Okay,
Do you like my flavor of sludge on my water bottle?
Yeah, it's really good actually. I know
yeah,
that's
whenever you try
marinated.
someone else's hydro flask and you're like, oh, your mold is different than mine.
I did a deep clean on my Stanley the other day.
Oh, yeah?
It was bleak in there. And the water doesn't taste as good now.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
When does this come out?
Whenever you don't have a job.
Okay, that's after Christmas.
Jared quit his job. Okay.
I ask in the next episode we put out after this to tell me to quit my job. You don't have to.
He did.
Ooh. They could still, like, you know.
No.
This comes out right before Christmas.
Quit your new job.
Stop everything.
Okay, on the heels of, like, those two long, extended bits that we
Anyway.
did, my final favorite moment is really emotional. I'm actually gonna cry.
Should I change the music from "We Not Humping"?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, turn on Concerning Hobbits. That'll get her.
Oh,
It actually
shit.
will.
No, I mean we need you to be cognizant.
I've been.
Well, she'll be cognizant, that's for sure.
I can speak through the tears.
Coherent? I don't know about that.
I'm just like thinking about talking about this has been making me emotional. But now I'm building it up too much, and it's not that bad.
Okay.
Get over it, dude. I'm just gonna give you some advice, man. Get over it.
Holy shit.
The moment when we're on the airship going back to Frogmont, and we've just like kind of learned of like the Furbolg folklore that like they would
when their kids were younger during the war, they would tell them these stories that like as long as the moon was out and they could like see the light of the moon, it meant they were safe to kind of help them be less afraid at night.
Campbell and Lily.
Campbell's crying and it's making me cry.
I'm holding strong. I'm holding strong currently.
What do you say? And we fought the battle at the Moon Temple, and then we go back, and for the first time, all the moonflowers are blooming, and the kids are playing, and we've just seen like the memory of. The two furbolgs, and they were a couple, and they were holding hands, and they were both boys, and they were looking up at the stars, and then we went back to this is gonna be like terrible to listen to. I'm sorry if I'm piquing your speakers right now. Headphone user warning. Okay, so and we go back, and the kids are playing, and everyone is like looking at the flowers, and then we're on the Hammerhead Love Boat on the way home, and we're like all weaving friendship bracelets together after like a very unlikely pairing. Like even if they weren't Brimstone boys, these guys have like I guess not that much in common. Maybe they do. We kind of found out that we had a lot more in common than we thought, and they were sort of like, you know, like Chet didn't want to tell us about his broken wing, and Nails was like really going through like a hard time with Greg. And it's like so sweet to make friendship bracelets together, but it's also like an explicitly like loser activity when you're in high school. So like the fact that we're all sitting there like making friendship bracelets out of like the flowers that like we helped bring back into bloom, and we're under the light of the moon, and it looks it's dark. Oh no, it's darker than it ever has been that night, right?
No, the school is.
That night, I say like the moon shines a little bit brighter.
It's like when we get back to the school,
and then we get back
it's
to
darker.
the school,
And the
kinda
school
can't
is
see it.
darker.
Yeah.
I
Well,
I
I guess we'll unpack that later. But like to be like under the light of the moon, and the flowers are glowing, and we're with our new friends. Oh, that's probably my favorite moment ever. Like from any D&D I've played, or from a story that I've told. I love it so much. The end.
I think the title of this whole episode needs to be headphone user warning.
That's good. Oh, we're ditching farewell.
Yeah.
Farewell.
I don't know.
We can keep workshopping it through the whole episode.
Yeah.
That's true.
We can just put all the titles in there.
Okay.
It's just they are
Farewell.
voice acting real.
Farewell / Are you reading my moments?
That was
She
so fucked up.
did. I watched
That was
her
so
eyeballs. I
fucked
watched
up.
her eyeballs searching.
Okay, someone else go. I'm done crying.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Well, a little tied to that, a bit of a tone shift. My third favorite moment, just getting emotional thinking about it, was when we met the Brimstone boys. We like walk onto their airship, and then it's like fucking, I think it's Wendell is hiding behind a barrel.
Oh, yeah.
And then Chet like flies down and is like, "Welcome, ladies." I loved it. And then even meeting Nails, he comes in and he's like, I've just been broken up with. It was all fun. And I set their intro as one of my favorite moments because it like, I like that whole arc that we did with them. It set off a lot of like other beautiful moments, even though we were shitting on them and razzing them the whole time.
Yeah.
We like actually cared about them in the end. Like we wouldn't have let them die.
Yeah. And they helped us too. Not as much as we helped them, but
They helped us sometimes.
and I got to use my namesake.
I'm surprised you didn't pick that moment because I almost picked that and I was like, Lily's got us to do the name thing that she built this whole fucking character for.
Well, I did love that moment, but it didn't.
You can only pick so many.
I think all my moments involved all of us. Well, except my home run. That was my self-serving favorite moment. I really have been sitting, like I had been sitting on that for 2 years.
Insane.
So, or longer than that, because she's existed longer than the podcast. And that's always, like, I literally was trying to think of a name that could be a line.
And that should tell you everything you need to know about Lily Percifield.
Yeah.
What do you got?
My last favorite moment is the player versus player Beans versus Esta fight. Yeah. And very specific, like the whole fight is like actually really good.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite parts of it is the beginning. Sawyer's like has this whole intro. I was just re-listening to it and it's fucking crazy. And then you get really quiet and you go, and then I started to chant, fight, 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 fight. And it's so good. And then we both miss another example of the dice telling a pretty good story. We both whiff the first two like shots at each other, but it's like, oh, they're just warming up. We're getting the crowd ready, and then we start actually like whamming each other, and then it all devolves into chaos after that. But the like fight part of it is really good, and then I love how kind of unintentionally that foreshadows them talking about their like warring prophecies
I
later.
can't believe we did that not on purpose.
Yeah.
I think subconsciously.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I have a lot of theories because, like, when I
have
would,
chills right now.
When I would run the home campaign for you guys, there'd be a lot of stuff that, like, I'd be like, oh my God, this all lines up perfectly. It's like, it was kind of foreshadowing. I didn't mean it. I think it's because, like, when you kind of set things, like we kind of knew, we didn't know the specifics, but we kind of knew about these prophecies that we had against each other. Or not against each other, but that kind of complemented each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's a subconscious thing of.
Yeah. I don't think we realized the prophecies would be like clashing prophecies. And then I don't think when we wanted to do a PvP fight, we realized that like it would all line up so well, but like narratively, it's so cool. It like makes it really tense and interesting.
So y'all think it was subconscious?
I don't know. I just I feel like
I think
there's
it was
so
the
many.
potion that I made with all of our saliva in it.
Oh. Well then that.
When'd you do that?
And I put it under y'all's pillows.
Oh.
I feel like she does that every single week.
You're right.
No, I don't know if it was subconsciously, but I've noticed that like when you like spend time thinking about your D&D, there's a lot of things that you're like, wow, I can't believe that lined up. But it's happened enough that I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on there, brain?
Yeah.
I love it.
But it definitely was not.
Yeah.
I was not actively thinking about it.
No, I don't. Yeah, neither of us were like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be so good.
That's the sub part.
Yeah.
Of the conscious.
There you go.
Oh my God.
You somehow made her. She was like, so it's subconscious, and you were like, I think it's just I was thinking about it, but not in like the front of my mind, more like the back of my mind, like maybe like the underneath of my
I just
conscious.
wanted to clarify that we hadn't actively talked.
And then Lily goes like subconscious, and you go, yeah, like
no, I specifically said, there you go.
She was trying to take you down a peg, and you came back in with the.
And that's how you got to do it.
Threw her down.
That's how you'll never get taken down a peg if you just throw the other person
Stay
down
ready.
with you.
Always be on
If
your
it's a little
guard.
wet under your pillow tonight.
What does that mean?
You
What does it
fucking
mean?
came loud under it.
No, it's the potion. Never mind.
What's in that potion? What's
You put a
What's
you
in that
put a
potion?
cum loud.
Besides all of our spit,
Yeah, what's in that potion?
Is there cum?
I can't tell the other ingredients. They're secret ingredients.
All right.
Anyway.
On to the Q&A side.
Well, did you have a final moment? I think
No.
you only gave two.
Well,
Which is okay.
He only. It's fine.
I think I like the whole podcast. There's so many.
I do.
Just
like,
to name some that like I don't think that like the fight whenever y'all walk up into the school and like you realize that there's a civil war happening.
That's some of the best sound design.
Oh, I worked my
Ever.
booty off.
Yeah.
I liked how he
that-
made it through that too.
Yeah.
I like didn't. It was an unexpected way of just like group up. Let's go.
Amoeba.
Yeah. Well,
Amoeba.
it's so crazy to think that like it's crazy that like just sitting at this table we've come up with this whole world that we can really visualize. But I mean you have everything from the Buell's Hour or whatever, like the voice of someone else or like the elder. And then that was a horror moment. And then getting to the school and being in the school. Arcano Ball was awesome. The dream sequence was super fun. Being in like the different planes was super cool. Like the giant dragon. Anytime we deal with dragons, it's going to be fun. And kind of our whole Little Branch arc was super fun. And anytime that y'all interact with Principal Pad, I think it's very fun.
Oh my god.
I have an honorary mention.
Oh.
I know we've been talking about the main campaign. Jared spoke of a study break. I'd like to speak of a bonus episode.
Yeah.
Our bonus episode, Rat Chef, with the boys from the encounter table. Brandon and Luke. That was one of the most fun sessions I've ever played, like, with people we essentially just met.
Yeah. We talked to them like 10 minutes before that. And
Well, we met them before, like, on a
that's
Zoom
true.
call.
Yeah, we
but
had
like,
a Zoom call with them.
we
But we were kind of talking business.
yeah, it was like we just kind of met them, and everything meshed so well.
Yeah.
And it has some of the funniest moments. Like Campbell, I think, had the funniest moment where the eggs.
Yeah.
she
What
thought
were the
she-
eggs for?
And I was just trying to
Okay.
ignore them because she didn't need eggs, and I didn't want to say no. And anyway, that's if you were like, I haven't listened to the one-shot episodes, I highly recommend starting with Rat Chef.
Yeah. If you listen to one guest episode.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Rat Chef.
Brandon
gotta
and
be.
Luke are such good role players. It was like the perfect thing for us to like play with them.
I think they had very similar personalities to us.
Yeah.
We weren't sure until we started. And it was
Yeah.
like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
It was Rat Man and
And somebody.
Sigrid.
Yeah.
Who's going to
Yeah.
Rat Holla.
It was Bruce Mange.
Oh, yeah, Bruce Mange.
Well, yeah, Ratman. Somebody made some awesome fan art of the Rat Chef, like our original rat characters.
Yeah.
It was like somebody's friend.
Yeah.
in
They were like
Discord.
listening
They
to
were
it
like
together or
like,
something.
Here's something that like my friend made. Yeah, if that's you, it's so good.
So good.
You perfectly captured like the silhouettes of all our rats. That was fun because I don't know, you never expect to have fan art of like a one shot
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I just like made that rat up on my way to the session. Yeah.
Anyway, that's my honorable mention. We can go on to Q&A.
Alrighty.
Answering your questions.
Question
now.
that you asked, and we're gonna answer.
You asked these questions.
We're A-ing your Q's right now.
Goblin up your cue.
We're A-ing all over your cues.
My A is being thrown all over your cue.
Whoa.
What?
Don't throw your A's around like that.
I think I should have be able to do whatever I want with my A's.
No.
With my ace. With my ace.
Y'all seen Easy A?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
My God, I love that movie. That's what I'm imagining Frogmont.
I think if you didn't watch Easy A in your formative years, go back.
Hey, I know we're supposed to do a Q&A right now. Let's talk about Easy A for like an hour.
Oh, okay.
Don't be mean to me.
No.
Yeah, shut.
It was a
hey,
bit. It was
hey,
a bit.
shut the fuck up over there.
Look,
Only one
look,
person
look.
can be mean to Lily.
Look, I can't do a bit around here. I can't do a bit.
back in the cage. Back in the cage.
In your cage.
I don't have the DM screen up, so I'm loose right now.
Yeah, if y'all couldn't tell by the tone of this episode,
Yeah.
He's getting
Jared
real brave.
Jared's loose.
I'm
He
getting
thinks
loose.
he thinks he's a part of us.
yeah.
He thinks he's one of
That
us.
screen
my
is gone
I'm
and
not.
it's making him bold.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Don't worry.
okay,
I'm
ask us
here.
the question.
Don't worry, we'll put him back.
All
in the
right.
screen.
So
You
these
can't
are.
stop me. Sorry.
Hey,
These
are you interrupting women
I
right
am.
now?
Sorry.
Did you interrupt a woman just
Well,
now?
that's fine. I can interrupt women. It's not sexist when I do it, but when Jared does it.
Well, she's gay.
Shit.
Yeah. You're silencing queer voices right now.
God fucking damn it.
That's really problematic.
Yeah.
Well, if I get canceled, we're all getting canceled.
We're sending you to Gals and Goblins HR.
It's
It's
me.
yourself.
It's me.
You have to be alone with your thoughts.
Oh, that's Rosie, actually.
You should do
She's
some
our HR.
self-reflection.
My dog's our HR manager.
Okay.
It's not a safe environment.
Can I start now? Is that okay with you guys? Oh my
Wait,
God.
Wait, I'm thinking of one more bit.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking of one more bit.
Thank you for prefacing it this time.
Wait, I'm thinking of one more bit.
Go ahead.
Is your bit shutting the fuck up?
I forgot it. Oh, never mind.
So this is my announcement that I'm leaving the
We'll miss you.
What?
Anyway, can I get the cool dragon powers now?
Yeah.
No, I'm taking those with me. Those are in the
She
divorce
took
papers.
the dragon powers in the divorce.
Continue, Campbell.
Okay, everyone. So these are your lovely questions from the Discord and Instagram stories, if you caught that one. Let's just go ahead and get started because we've already spent a lot of time here at the table.
We've been here for 30 minutes tops.
And
and 20 of it was a stupid bit.
the recorder is going up to 59 minutes. And
Listen, this is
40
the last
seconds.
thing they're going to have for 3 weeks. It can be thick.
It could be 2 episodes.
Thick so.
No. Don't. No.
How dare you say that?
Okay, our first question is from our friends at the Thorn Files podcast. They asked us what is our favorite NPC?
Big P. Suck it if that was yours. Pick a new one.
Big P is everyone's favorite NPC. Big P is a marketable plushie if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
That's true.
My favorite NPC is Felicity. I love her relationship with Sawyer. I don't have any older siblings, so I'm living out that fantasy. And it's so cool that like I like made her as part of my backstory, and then like Jared brought her to life and like brought her into the plot in such an interesting way. It's just a cool relationship dynamic.
And has revealed her multiple times.
And
Revealed her.
triple Felicity reel, and it still is not old. Yeah, she's my favorite.
In the interview yesterday with Sawyer, I said Sabina, but then I was like, wait, I have a dragon.
Yeah.
He's an NPC.
Little Blueberry.
Yeah, so my little blueberry is my favorite NPC.
I can't choose. It's whenever. Okay, I'll say whenever I am like brainstorming cool ideas for the podcast, it is typically Sabina, Moray, or Tara.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kind of a little bit of the story has been has come from them or like their actions.
A little bit?
Yeah. And so I imagine a lot of like how they shape the world that y'all now inhabit. So I like any of those three.
Okay, everybody, now say your least favorite NPC, Miss Gray.
Beans' dad.
Lord Arathis.
Oh no, he's my.
I kinda like him.
He's like classic. Like you love to hate him.
Yeah.
You know, he's kind of like Don John. Like
I don't know if you answered it in the Discord. Is Arathis spelled with an E
It's
or
an
an
A.
A? That's what I thought.
Arathis.
Anyway, just to
Yeah.
clear that up.
I've always imagined it like double A at the beginning.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think about
A.
that.
Yeah. AARA.
Well, it's already in the show notes with one A.
Oh.
Awkward.
Well, good thing somebody has the power to edit.
I could edit it. That's kind of sick as hell. We'll talk about it.
What's your least favorite NPC?
Probably Dirty Dan.
Oh,
But I also love him.
that shit
Yeah.
was so good.
It was a good voice too.
And he's dead.
Oh yeah, he's dead. He's dead as shit.
Too bad.
That was
This-
there's some good interactions with Dirty Dan. I was listening to that today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were some of our first clips that like
Yeah.
got attention.
It
on
was the,
TikTok
like
and stuff.
shower.
Yeah. Oh, that's
What
nostalgic.
did he talk? He was like a pirate. He was like,
I'm
Yeah.
Dirty Dan.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Yeah.
It's normal to wear a lot of
It's-
clothes.
Totally normal. But
And I was like, Dirty
Throw
Dan,
clothes
have you ever heard of a shower? And then you go quiet.
I was just watching that. I do give him a sniff.
well, he started talking about like the rain. He was like, yeah, the rain.
I said,
comes."
you're explaining water cycle.
Next question.
Corey _R2M. Any chance for merch in the future? Ooh.
Yes. Next question.
Yes.
Stay
plans.
tuned.
Plans. Are being,
2024.
plans are being planned. Thoughts are thunking and thinking.
Somebody at this table.
Pixels are being moved. I can tell
Yeah,
you that.
pixels are
Somebody
being
at this table is wearing a piece of merch. I carry a piece of our merch every day that eventually.
I think we have a piece of merch on almost every piece of equipment in this room.
We have
Yeah.
we have prototypes on the move.
Oh yeah.
Our protos
we
are
are
typing.
testing, and
The
we,
protos are typing.
let's be real. We are testing the shit out of them for you because we
Yeah,
like,
they're durable.
we like wearing them.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, next question. Joey.eoz. Tips to getting cozy in character. And Lexicon asks, is there anything you do before recording to get into character or get into a D&D headspace?
Hey, first things first. Light a candle.
Yeah.
Oh,
facts.
Yes.
Facts.
Immerse yourself.
Yeah.
Light a candle.
Our favorite candle brands are
Oh, she's getting choked up. She's getting choked up.
up.
She's getting so emotional.
Our favorite candle brands are Firelight Fables. I own so many, and Cantrip Candles.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
What's another one we have over there? There's actually another brand that I got recently. I think it's called Sword and Soapery on Etsy.
These are they have like Skyrim candles, swords and soapery.
Yeah, that's another one I've bought. It is specifically a Skyrim pack because Jared loves Skyrim. But if you were needing good candles, they're cozy. They're like fantasy inspired.
They smell so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really can't go wrong. Like
No.
they're
Yeah.
so bang. And like what I like to do, I don't know how many times I've told y'all, but I really like to try to create the vibe. Like they have like a royal hall or like dark forest, or my favorite from Cantrip Candles is like moss covered sanctuary or like
Stone Moss Chapel.
Stone
you might
Moss
be trying
Chapel.
To say.
Stone Moss
Ooh.
Chapel. That shit bangs. Whenever I was in LA, their main store is in LA, or like their store is in LA, and but they ship everywhere. And I had the Stone Moss Chapel candle with me, and I would always smell that if I was just like feeling down or something like that, just because it made me feel like so happy and joyful. But
And you can combine them.
that's
Yeah.
so that I was getting to that of
Yeah.
like you can combine like Dark Forest, Stone Moss Chapel.
Dark Forest, don't get me started. Okay, Dark Forest
Dark
is like
Forest.
From-
Dark Forest is a sexy smell.
Well, Dark Forest is also, I think it's from Firelight, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Dark Forest is Firelight. Is Stone Moss Chapel
Cantrip.
Cantrip.
cantrip?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're kind of getting it mixed up. But
We
Dark
have-
Forest is like,
Like,
like a sexy
It's
smell.
We literally have 5 candles burning at this exact moment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And from all the brands that we have just mentioned, plus another one that is over there. I don't even know what brand it is. Oh, 2. There's 2 other brands over there.
Mm-hmm.
I also, on the way here, I'll listen to my character playlist, or sometimes I'll listen to old episodes, or like if I'm not caught up on, which isn't that often, but if I haven't listened to the full episode that we last released, I'll do that. But yeah, I listen to my Sawyer songs. And Sawyer songs are so unserious. They're mostly like they're mostly like kind of silly and yeah.
I also listen to my podcast on the way here, but it's a American Teenager by Ethel Cain, and I'm like gripping the steering wheel.
Oh, yeah.
I have some emotion. I have Test Drive on there, which like I'll like play in the car and then like cry while I'm driving. And it's like not safe.
I also listen to my playlist, usually when I'm taking my dog on a walk before we record.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say for like actionable things you can do as a group for getting cozy in your characters. We had a failed first recording of of Gals and Goblins that we were not proud of. That immediately afterwards, Jared was like, "Okay, we've got to do something else," and we pulled up like shitty BuzzFeed quizzes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we all like out loud were like answering questions together, like in character, and then like also just like out of character, like answering, like just like talking about why we chose that option for the character. And they were not serious quizzes at all. It was like, what Disney princess are you?
But it makes you think. It's like campfire questions.
Yeah.
Like it makes you think like,
Yeah.
what would my character do in this situation?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So sitting down and like, if you're really like struggling with getting into a character, just do BuzzFeed
BuzzFeed
quizzes as
quizzes.
a group together out loud.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
We need to do that again.
Yeah.
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 Oh, we also, if you're like a more role play heavy table, we do like improv games, just short little.
We tried to do.
We don't like get up and do
initially-
like full.
We tried
yeah,
to
we
do,
tried. Yeah,
but like it kind of felt like, to me it felt like disingenuous of like,
well, because
why
it's like
are we
we're
standing
Yeah,
up
we're standing over there, and then we have to like drop the energy and
and
get
then
down.
sit down?
So now we do games where we're already sitting down. We've got the mics. We've got our setup. Like all our dice out, and then we just do like.
We do like give you a present. So the thing is like you come up with anything. It's like I would hand Olivia hey Olivia, here is a flower.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for this flower. I'm going to eat it now.
Yeah, and you just add a little something on. You kind of yes and the flower or whatever you're given, and it can be anything. And it's the easiest exercise that gets you into like accepting something, adding on to it, and then everyone like is like, haha, yep, that's funny. And then like you keep giving each other presents.
And also like letting go, needing it to be like clever. Like,
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
just say whatever it is
Yeah.
and move on, because it's more interesting to give another gift than to like be like, oh, what can I add
To come up
this
with the
gift?
most
Cooler.
genius thing you've ever.
Which is, guess what? That's the hint to good role play, is power through rather than sit there and think of.
I actually
best
never
thing to say.
psychoanalyzed like the game. I think that helps me because I'm a big perfectionist. I'm like, oh, if I can't, like, I didn't say my first word till I was 2, and when I did, it was a full sentence. I feel like that says so much about me as a person.
Yeah.
That's like not like a funny line. That's like that is really what happens.
I believe her.
And so yeah, I think it helps me. Like, it takes the pressure off. It's like, okay, this doesn't have to be the most genius like
And it's gotta be
writing
quick.
that anyone's ever heard of. I just
Yeah.
need it. Yeah, it's just like quick, and it's a group thing. It's not all about the world's not on my shoulders.
The other game we play, it's technically called Category Die, but it's just categories. So we go around in a circle and one person picks a category, and then as fast as possible you have to keep saying things in the category. Like if it's animals, you have to keep saying animals until somebody repeats it or doesn't say anything, and then you'll die.
Yeah.
Or I'd say also probably convergence is probably pretty good. Just before you do it, I love convergence.
That's
which is where you somebody says like but, and then somebody says train, and then you go 1, 2, 3
Caboose.
or like caboose. It's like convergence. But
I love that game.
You're
Except
probably
Jared cheated.
yeah. I just cheated on that. You're supposed to say it at the exact same time. So
Well,
if
I did it at the end of the countdown.
well, if you do,
I thought we were all going to say it.
or another example would be like I'm gonna say dice. What's somebody else gonna say?
Oh, I feel like we have to say it at separate times.
This is not
Well,
a good example.
No, this is how you get it started.
Okay, ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we'll both say the word that
Oh,
we start
okay.
with. Okay, ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Book. Did you? Whoa!
Holy shit.
Convergence.
Holy shit.
Convergence.
We're connected. How did you get
No one's ever gonna believe us.
It's on record.
But they're gonna think that
But
we like
this
held
is
up a piece
edited.
of paper or something.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, that wasn't planned.
Lily and I were staring each other in
That
the
was
eyes.
also a bad example.
That was about it. Okay,
I'm,
let's do it
like,
again. One more time.
crying.
Okay,
One more time.
3, 2, 1.
Gourd.
Zebra.
Gourd and zebra.
The other way to play it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Jared's explain. Honestly, Google convergence because this has been a horrible
It's a
explanation.
horrible explanation.
God.
Google convergence.
That was crazy.
Crazy.
That was insane. I've done a lot of improv games, and I don't think that's the first time that's happened to me, and it's insane.
It's the spit potion.
Stop.
You know, this spit
Our
potion
minds are
thing.
connecting.
Hang on, this spit potion thing has come out of nowhere today,
And
so I'm
it's
like
coming
kind
with
of
a force.
I'm inclined to believe her a little
Yeah.
bit.
Okay, let's answer the next question.
Jimmy
Jimmy-
deflecting.
Jimmy Nine Toes asks, "What is
Jimmy.
the Bizarro version of your character? Name, species, class." I looked this up. It is from a Superman comic where it's like Bizarro Superman, and he's like evil opposite Superman. So this is like the Wario to your Mario of your character.
Yeah. This is your Shadow Link.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, beans 7 feet tall, sleek, white, tabaxi. Think of the cat from Cats. Hope that helped
The
you.
cat.
Victoria.
Cat.
Victoria.
There's a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There's a movie called
I'm
Cats.
thinking
Yeah.
about the musical.
It's the Taylor Swift cat. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
No.
It's not the Taylor
I,
Swift
I was
cat.
thinking of the cat from Aristocats.
Marie?
Duchess.
Oh.
I think it's
Oh,
Duchess.
It's like same vibe.
A woman.
A woman. Tall, sleek. That's all I got for now. Not what's the opposite of a monk barbarian multi-class?
Probably like a wizard.
A wizard.
Cleric.
A wizard cleric multi-class.
It's terrible.
Ew.
What if
That could be cool, but
and they're
that's
a wizard
insane.
cleric multi? It's like the guy who asked the question.
It's like shit, that's my
Jimmy's
favorite
like,
build.
I'm a wizard cleric
Cleric.
multi.
I've never not played a wizard cleric multi-class.
What would their name be? You can take your time. This is edited.
What's the opposite of a
Okay, now we've been waiting 30 minutes, so you might want to speed it up.
The opposite of
Opposite
a
of a
bean. Legume.
That's the same thing.
Legume.
I feel like it would be like
Legumes.
snow or glitter,
Oh.
glimmer.
Pasta. Rigatoni.
Oh,
That's pretty
okay.
good too.
I'm thinking opposite of bean.
Potato.
That's like really close.
That's like the cousin of
Pearl.
bean. Pearl.
Because it's like
Pearl.
also small.
But she's so tall.
Well, I don't know then. I just feel like a pearl and a bean are like opposites. Somehow.
Sugar.
Sugar. I think that's it. I think that's
Oh,
it.
sugar is really good.
Sugar.
Sugar. What would sugar sound like?
Hi, y'all, I'm sugar.
I want sugar to be real.
Hi, y'all, I'm sugar. Well, maybe she can be an enemy we meet along the way.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She sounds like that and she's an enemy. I love her already.
Hi,
y'all,
y'all,
I'm
I'm
sugar.
sugar.
I'll fucking kill
I
y'all.
come from the heavens above.
That's so good.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah, I just came up with that.
This is like good advice for if your character dies.
Slay.
You can make the Bizarro version
Yeah.
and play them.
Or it's a good way to like analyze your character of like what is the opposite of them, and am I missing
know.
chunks that like
Well, because if sugar is done, if sugar is cooked and baked,
What? What are we talking about?
I'm just saying that can it be my turn now?
Yes.
Okay.
sure thing, sugar.
Okay, I don't like sugar anymore. She's freaking me out. at first I was like, oh, what's the opposite of like a fighter or a bard? But I think Bizarro Sawyer would still be, but she would be like 8 feet tall. she would be like skinny and graceful, like kind of thin and graceful, like lithe. Because Sawyer's really solid.
Yeah.
So I think she would be lithe and graceful, and she would still be a bard, but she would not encourage you. She would discourage her enemies instead of encouraging her friends. So she would use like vicious mockery and like, you know, like those types of spells.
She's like a ballet dancer.
Yeah, she's a ballet dancer.
Toxic ballet dancer.
And she like gets in their heads and like convinces them that they're worthless.
Bro, y'all
That's
ever
how she
seen Black
defeats-
Swan?
Yeah, that's how she
Those
defeats
jeans
her-
look a little tight for you.
her enemies.
Really hoping to-
Oh, yeah, and she's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like she's like she's like kind of actually cool.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Really hoping to see you on the cast list.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Let me know if you want any to. Oh, you're singing that? Oh. Yeah.
What's in your book?
Let me see your book real quick.
Oh, I sang that. I used to sing that. Oh, I used to sing that too.
Oh my god, that's like my song that I'm singing.
Yeah.
I mean, we can both sing it. I'm not worried.
Give him something different.
I'm not worried is crazy.
That's insane.
I'm not worried.
Is this your headshot?
I'm not
Oh,
worried.
did your mom take this?
Oh, I see your background's a little busy, but that's okay. It's your first one.
Your face really draws away from it. So
I'm not really getting your eyes in this one. That's fine. I'm sure they won't notice.
Just go in there, be confident,
And just do your best.
just do your best.
There's tons of spots in the ensemble this year.
Okay, this is too. Can you tell we all
got
did
this.
theater? Okay, anyway, I don't know if maybe she would be. I don't know. Sawyer's pretty close to theater kid. I like ballet dancer because it feels so different than fantasy baseball.
What are you doing over there?
What brand is that leotard?
cracking open a
Are
cold
those
one.
Capizio?
And I think she wouldn't have like a blunt weapon. She would have like, I don't know, some sort of like magic or knives.
Or like arrows?
I
I don't
think-
know. A
I
ballet
think-
dancer, like
Yeah, I'm trying to think if she would be like, I don't know. At first I was gonna say Goliath because Sawyer's small, but then like I think it's like she would have the opposite silhouette. She would have Esta silhouette.
I think of like a pike.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
a long kind of like
Oh.
spear.
Ooh.
I thought of the fish. There's a fish called a pike.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's wielding a fish.
Yeah. No, for sure.
What number Capri Sun is that for you over there?
Oh,
We're counting?
oh, and her name would be Didn't See Your Mom Last Night.
Didn't see.
Didn't see.
Didn't.
See. What's the opposite of sending a foot? Receiving a hand.
Receive a hand.
Receive.
Didn't see. Receive a hand.
That's a stupid name.
So what's Esta's Bizarro character?
I like Sawyer Cinderfoot because
think-
it actually sounds like a real Hobbit name.
Yeah, it does.
It's the only reason
The-
it works.
The opposite of Esta has to be like a shorter race, like dwarf or gnome.
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 Because dwarves and elves, contrary to what they might think, are pretty similar.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell them that.
Okay.
Exactly. Don't get a dwarf and a gnome or a dwarf and an elf and tell them that.
She's a gnome. She's just like a little country bumpkin.
Yeah. She doesn't care what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
No expectations.
Yeah, she doesn't care what anybody thinks. She's free and
She's free.
what's the opposite of a sorcerer?
Or I was gonna say she's always dirty.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a little dirty.
Like an artificer. Like instead of her power coming from within, it's like
I was
what she
gonna
has
Or like a
now.
ranger.
I was gonna
or-
say, like,
I was gonna
spider.
say ranger.
Yeah, like something you actually have to like work for.
Yeah, like ranger. Ranger, like you live off the land and you gotta
Yeah.
learn some shit.
Yeah. Her family loves her.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's just her mom, and her dad, and they're like really tight knit.
But what flaws would she have?
She would be a little too loud, like kind of inappropriate sometimes.
Yeah.
She would be a little crass.
We should play a one shot.
No, I had that. That'd
She
be a
would
good idea.
definitely go to Weaselby.
Oh yeah, she goes to Weaselby. She's like really into it.
Yeah.
She's really into
Oh
Weaselby.
my god, mine goes to. Well, I guess she would go to Brimstone. No, but I think she would go to Valkyrie. She would be a snob. That would be the opposite of Sawyer.
Sugar has transcended school.
I come from the heavens above.
And And I'm an only child, so my family loves me dearly and only me.
It sounds like Sugar is just an entity with no family.
Sugar is what sugar is.
Oh my god, I love her. Okay, what's her name?
Grissela Ruida.
Thank you for the character.
It's long. It's gotta be like
It's gotta be like greasy.
Belinda. No, what's like a good Southern name?
Gertrude.
Marianne.
Belinda was good.
Belinda was good.
Sheila.
Shayla.
Shelley.
It's gotta be a double name.
Luann.
Emma Grace.
Lou-
Becky
Shelley.
Belinda.
Becky Belinda.
Belinda Grace.
Belinda Grace.
Belinda
By the
Grace.
grace of God.
Shelley Lou.
By the grace
Belinda Grace Shelley Lou.
Belinda Grace, Shelley Lou.
by the grace of the moon.
By the grace of the moon and the stars, you will be saved.
You guys are both Southern.
Yeah.
That's cute.
But Sugar's a different type of Southern. She's a softer type of Southern.
Sugar is a streetcar named Desire, while Belinda Grace.
Shit. What's the line?
From the streetcar named Desire.
I came
I'm a
into
street-
town on
I'm
a
a
streetcar
streetcar.
named Desire.
And I'm named Desire.
Actually, that was me mimicking somebody I watched in high school that I thought did a really bad job.
Damn, the hate is still strong.
Yeah.
Can't.
What if she listened to this podcast?
I brought corn pudding.
Corn pudding.
I'd eat it.
I brought my mama's favorite Snickers casserole.
My mama's favorite asphalt cake, the Snickers casserole.
I would hate playing a mean character. I could never, like a mean loner. I could never do it.
I thought your Bizarro character was gonna be like a punk, like goth.
I was thinking that, yeah.
But like,
It wasn't. That's like not different enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
feel
I
like
agree.
Esther
Yeah,
has
you
some
have
punk.
to break her down to the basics,
Or
to the core.
what's an
Because I was also thinking like Esta kind of does already have.
Stella! That's what he says in Streetcar Named
No,
Desire.
but
he
I'm
goes,
not-
Stella!
yeah, I know he
That's
says
what I was
that.
trying to remember.
I
this
know
whole
he says
time.
that. I was trying to think of what she says.
I've never read it. I have a degree in theater. I've never read it, and I don't care to.
You don't need to.
I won't.
It's about a.
Sorry, we interrupted
can't say
Campbell
that.
again.
I don't want to know. Okay.
How many times am I going to get interrupted in this podcast? Kids don't respect me anymore.
Until you learn to interrupt us back.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
All right, I was going to say that Esta kind of already does have like a Bizarro version of herself in game. It's Tara.
Yeah.
That's
She has
true.
like I guess not Bizarro. It's just like
She's punk.
she's like an opposite version of
and
Esta.
antithesis.
alternate universe version
Narrative
of Esta, kind of.
foil.
AU.
I mean,
I was gonna say that Esta and Sawyer are good opposites,
Yeah.
and I think we've kind of like created each other's characters in that, like,
Love Frogmont. Don't want to go to Frogmont.
yeah,
Like opposite fighting styles.
yeah. I think. Oh my God, what did I name her? Becky Belinda Shelley Lou. Becky Belinda Grace Shelley Lou. She's an artificer because my daddy taught me how to make guns.
That's so good.
I know how to skin a deer 14 ways.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That would also be a character that you're really good at playing, though.
Yeah.
Like that's like you also have a lot in common with the opposite Esta.
Yeah.
It's like you're two halves. Holy shit!
I hope we get to meet Becky.
I don't think I have much. What's the opposite?
Write
Sawyer?
these down.
Didn't see. That's not.
No.
That's a terrible. What's
Shit,
her
why?
name?
We're recording it.
Thank
Oh,
you so
that's
much,
true.
Jimmy. This is a really good question.
Yeah. we marinated.
And
Yeah.
Sugar is evil at her core. That's important.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
true opposite.
I like that.
Okay, next question.
She keeps getting forced to do really good things.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I got
Last thing, if Becky Belinda Grace Shelley Lou ever met a dragon, she would shoot it with a gun.
Shoot it with a gun.
I'd take it home to put on my wall.
We have to do it one shot. I'll be mean for one shot. I'll do
Yeah.
it.
Well, you'd have Sugar to work off of.
Oh yeah, then we'd both be mean, and you're meaner than me. Shit. I'll do my homework.
I really like her. I'm gonna make her in D&D Beyond when I get home.
Oh my god.
Campbell.
Becky Belinda Grace is gonna be made on Hero Forge in
Next-
T-minus 2 hours.
Well, I was gonna say next week.
So true. Guess what I got in the mail?
Campbell's gonna
Oscar's gonna lay awake tonight being like, what else
I'm gonna
about
send her
Becky?
Baldur's Gate tab, and it's gonna be Becky.
I'm gonna. Oh my God! I'm gonna
Oh,
go
no,
make.
I gave her an idea.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna make her in Hero Forge, Pit Crew,
Yeah.
D&D Beyond, Baldur's Gate.
We're about to see Beidou's Pit Crew. Shout out to Beidou's Pit Crew. Shout out to Tiefling Maker.
Oh my God!
Gotta be some of my favorite Pit Crews. Shout out to Macauca Picru.
I can't believe you remember all the names.
That's
That's
insane.
awesome.
Those are my top 3.
Okay. Next question. Speaking of Baldur's Gate 3, Barbarian GF asks, if you've ever played BG3, who did you romance?
Easy. So easy.
Okay, say it.
Karlak.
Stop, you'll summon her.
Please, Karlak.
Please.
Karlak.
Karlak.
Please.
I haven't played Baldur's Gate, but I also would romance Karlak if I were to play. Well, I actually have played a little bit. Like I'd played the beginning. I don't know. I played the beginning scene. I'm not a big video game person, but I would play Karlak, and then I would start over, and then I would romance Gale.
That tracks.
Only because I've already watched cult romance, like I've seen Shadow Hearts whole thing. So like my curiosity is piqued in that regard.
And I just want to say,
Wait, not peaked. Satisfied.
I was like,
as a side note, I've also romanced Lae'zel. I was just like, I didn't see it at first, and then I did, and I was like, you know what, this is actually awesome.
I remember watching you
then-
go through this in real time.
And then she has, I think, one of the most fun romances. Karlak's is just heartbreaking, but Lae'zel's is like so much fun.
well, that's what I was gonna say. I've only started it, and I haven't romanced anybody yet, and I haven't played it in a while. But I was gonna say Lae'zel, just because I've seen her romance, and it seems like
It's so much fun.
it seems fun to play. Because you like spar with her?
Oh yeah.
That's hot.
Well, because she's like, spoilers for Baldur's Gate 3 Lae'zel romance.
Turn your ears off.
She is like, why am I obsessed with you? And it's like, I don't know if you deserve for me to be obsessed with you. And then you have to like beat her in a fight.
I get it.
And then she's like, you made me bleed, and that's hot. And then she's like attached to you.
I get it.
Well,
That's
as we
what I
know,
meant.
Campbell gets no
Let
bitches.
me tell you about my journey with some with trying to romance BG3 characters. Let it be known that I really do not play video games, but the system of BG3 is fantastic for my little brain. Let me tell you about my journey. I started playing the game and I romanced Shadowheart just because she was the first one to like offer the option in her dialogue. And I guess I'd done a lot of like things that she had approved of thus far. So I was like, okay. And we had our little night by the water and we kissed. And then I played probably 40 more hours of the game.
Insane.
And I never like, there was never another like romance scene option for her. So I was like, I guess that didn't go anywhere. So I thought we were like over. And then I went back and I realized that I'd left a bunch of characters behind and that I didn't find.
Didn't Lae'zel like die?
Yeah.
You never.
I found Lae'zel dead on the road. So I don't have Lae'zel. But I went back and I found Gale and Karlak. And Asterion, not interested. His little approval meter has not shifted in either direction.
It's because you're a good little girl.
Exactly. I'm a good little noodle, but you know how many times I have woken up bloodless? My God, I have played so much of this game with disadvantage because I'm bloodless.
God damn.
I'll never forget the day Campbell walked in here and she said, "I played 80 hours of Baldur's Gate and I've gotten no bitches."
No bitches. So then we had, before that we had the Tiefling party and Will kissed me at the Tiefling party and I was like, all right. But then that didn't go anywhere because I don't like Will. I leave him behind. He's never been in my party.
Will doesn't
I
get
think
enough
he's
love.
fun.
I forgot about Will.
Yeah, Will.
I just don't. He's like, I play a pretty goody two shoes. I'm doing like a pretty goody two shoes run, but he's like a little too noble for my taste. He just like
love
pushes
Will.
it a little far, which is impressive because we're both warlocks, and it's like, shouldn't we both be like maybe a little evil? No.
Wow, reductive.
Damn.
And so then I went back and I found Karlak and Gale, and then I was like, I want to romance Karlak. Oh my God. And so I tried romancing her and I never got any options for it. And then Gale was like, hey, do you want to date? Do you want to have sex? And I was like, okay, here we go.
So you settled for Gale?
I didn't settle for Gale. Gale reminds me a lot of my real life boyfriend. Just like a silly, sweet little wizard. So Gail's been doing it for me all right, you know?
Well,
He's
I like that you tried
I've seen
everyone.
the clips.
Yeah. People think he's the vanilla choice. He is not. He grows extra arms for you in the sex scene.
I didn't know
Whoa.
that. I did not know
Oh
that.
my god.
Yeah.
There
The
was,
It's like everything is
Well, that's not
happening
true, not
all
the
at
only.
once.
Oh.
I will say,
Okay,
Each option is happening all at once.
I see that.
Oh shit.
It's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
It's awesome.
Wow.
Imagine being the game developer, like having to like program and like
I
render
know.
that
They
shit.
were like, hell yeah.
And then
You're like-
you got Game of the Year for
Yeah.
Game of the
You're
year.
like,
your
okay.
sex rendering.
Okay, where does the extra fingers go? Okay, they'll go
Yeah.
right there.
I've also
That's good.
flirted with Halson. I'm kind of, I think I
I saw somebody showed me. Lily, watch the. Was that you? That might have been Cole. They were like, watch the Halson sex scene.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so crazy. He turns into a bear, and like I was like, that's so funny. Let's watch it. I was so
That was not me.
stone faced and sickened by the end of it. I was like not like ew in a funny way. I was like. My face dropped. I went quiet and I said, I wish I hadn't seen that. I did not
Why
like
would you
it.
show that to me?
I thought it was gonna be fun and games, and no, I said I didn't like that. I really didn't.
wow.
Shout
Well,
out to all-
anyways,
shout out to
so
all the bear lovers, though.
I
Yeah,
had
no, seriously, no hate and no judgment. Like I am into plenty of weird stuff, but
I mean, it sounded like there was some hate and judgment.
Yeah.
I just didn't like that I saw it. I'm happy for someone else to enjoy it.
Anyways, so I had sex with Gail, and then we like wake up the next morning. You know, I've just like woken from this blissful night together, and then Shadowheart, there's a little exclamation point above her head, and I go, "Fuck,
Oh,
we were together."
Campbell.
And so I walk over to her, and she's like, "You seem happier lately." Oh God, I had to break up with her. It sucked.
It's so tough. And then from then on out, they're like, I'm so happy for you.
Oh.
I will say, I'll give my short experience of, at first, I was like, Shadowheart. Because I was like, romanceable, romanceable,
Yeah,
romanceable,
yeah, literally.
romanceable. And then I was like, whoa. And then as I started exploring more, Will was like, we gotta go find the devil and kill her. And I was like, okay, let's go kill her. And then we pulled up to her and I was like, I'm marrying her. I'm marrying her. You cannot kill this. You cannot kill this tiefling. And then immediately she was in my party all the time. And then like anytime that she was like, we need to go find this thing for I was like, where are we going? Where are we going? Immediately on the map, we're going there. And then, it is like so emotional here, because here's the thing. I don't know if you've picked up on anything in the podcast, but I'm a huge fan of like doomed lovers. That's a thread that I've noticed that I have of like, if it's like, I love you more than anything, but it's like the universe will not let us be together. It is like, oh, that shit's good. Oh, that shit's good. And that is Carlack's romance story. Oh my God. It's wonderful. It is heartbreaking and wonderful.
Just what you
so
love.
sad because she's the cutest little character.
Oh, and that's what makes it so amazing.
She does a little dancey dance when you're
Give her a
idle.
little dancing thing.
Have you guys seen their voice actors playing in the D&D campaign as their characters?
Yeah,
She's
so
really cute.
She's so funny.
I saw a clip that was like, oh, would your money melt if you put it in your hand? She was like, my clothes haven't burned off yet. Anyway.
I wish they would. Sorry.
Anyway, next question.
The
I'm
DIY
Hi.
witch asks, if you had to take on any of the girls or beans in a fight, who would it be and why?
That's easy.
Sawyer.
Yeah. Sawyer, because I know her the best. So I could, because she's me, so I could predict her fighting style and her attacks, because it's what I would do.
Mhm.
And because like Beans would be my least favorite, because the claws, every time you're like, I'd stick my claws into their eyes, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm so glad you're on my side. Like claws in the eyes.
I don't know, for any cat owners out there, I've gotten the like
Yeah.
claw that goes like right under your skin. It gets like stuck in there.
Yeah.
My cat did that in my lip one time, and I've
And then
never been the same with-
Esta would be my number 2. If I could get close enough to her, like I could just like snap her in half.
That's what you think.
That is what I think.
Like if you touch her, you get electrocuted immediately.
I could tank it for long enough.
I feel like
You ever grabbed an electric fence
Hit-
before?
hit her in the
That's what she's
nose.
like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I could take Sawyer just because I think I could just like pick her up and swing her around.
That's what you think. That's what you think. She's
I think
200 pounds of muscle.
I know. I think I'd just bonk her on the head
yeah,
if she go down. Gunk.
I don't know.
I feel like I could go for Esta.
I feel like I'm leaning towards Esta.
Damn.
I feel like I could confuse you enough with my words to get the jump on you.
All right.
What's your reasoning?
I can't give a reasoning about beating up a
Just
14-year-old girl,
14.
15-year-old girl.
She's like 500.
No, she's 15.
I think I'm quick.
Okay.
I think I can
I
move.
think I'm
She's
quick.
like a foot taller than you.
I think I can move.
Nobody's gonna pick beans.
No, he's
no
too-
way. The
I-
claws? Seriously.
I
'Cause
think
I think
warrior
it's
of
because we all
hell.
know what it's like to get scratched by a cat.
Yeah.
I think as someone with a cat in my house who used to claw me a lot when he was a baby, I think I could take beans. I think I'm like immune.
It's true. You're desensitized.
Yeah, I like anytime he scratches me now,
Is it?
my boyfriend is like, "Oh my god, he got you," and I'm like, I didn't even feel it.
Have y'all been
So
hit with the baseball bat?
Yeah. Actually,
I think I
have.
could tank that. I'm desensitized to getting hit with
Who
a
has been
baseball
hitting
bat.
you with a baseball bat?
Just like my brothers.
I think growing
We all
up, I
play
had
baseball.
some family friends who probably cracked me with a baseball bat. I had softball bats in my house.
I think I could like get beans on my arm. He's like around
Yeah.
my arm, and I could just like bop him in the wall.
That's what I was saying. I was like, if you think you could throw Sawyer,
But also the way that I put my
swing him by
I
his
make my
tail.
own
Yeah.
cat calm down as I put a sweater on him. So I think I could just put a sweater on beans.
I changed my answer. I could take beans. That's who I could take.
This is fun. We have fun here.
This is fun.
Okay, Barbarian GF asks, "What is Bean's warrior cat name?"
Okay, somebody
okay.
tell me the naming convention.
Okay, so the naming conventions in warrior cats, if I'm remembering them correctly, when you're a newborn, you get like your first like half of your name, and then the end, the end part of your name is always what changes.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like you'd be like Leaf Kit.
Oh,
And then
yes,
you'd be
yes.
then when you move up to apprentice, from like newborn to apprentice,
Mhm.
you become like Leaf Paw.
Yes,
And
I'm
then
remembering this.
When you become a warrior or a healer, you get your full leaf flight,
Mhm.
and that is like your warrior name. And then if you become like leader of the clan, then you're like Leaf Star.
Yeah. Beanstar.
Beanstar.
Well, you're not the leader yet.
Stinky Kit.
Oh.
Sticky paw.
Stinky Paw. Sticky Paw.
That's what I said.
Okay, so
I thought you said
sticky Kit, Sticky Paw.
Sticky Star.
Sticky. But
Well,
then
what's
what
in
would your
between?
full name be? Sticky Bean.
Sticky bean.
Sticky Bean.
How do they get, like, when they're a warrior, is there, like, a way they get
Oh,
the
yeah.
second half of their name? Is it because
Probably
they,
like whatever sick ass thing they do to become a warrior.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
is it, like,
yeah, I think
situational?
I think it's kind of situational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like leaf flight. Like I bet like
Yeah.
they were like fighting some other clan and they had to leap over like a huge creek
Mhm.
bed to save someone.
Yeah. But then there's that poor guy. His name's Crooked Star.
I remember Crooked Star. I
Or
read-
he was.
But what was he before he was a star?
Sorry, yeah, maybe he was never Crooked Star. I think it was.
Crooked branch.
Was it Crooked Paw? Was he an apprentice?
Well, yeah, but then like when you're a warrior, that's when you have your full name. That's like
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Sticky Bean would make sense. Sticky.
So what it would have to be what he would
Jay
get named as
Feather.
a kid.
Gray, Squirrel Flight, Raven, Holly Leaf, Leaf Pool. I think she was a healer. Spotted Leaf, Ash Fur, which like. Yellow Fang. That's fine.
So one has to be who you are as a child.
When you're a
and then
baby.
the other has to be about your coming of age.
Yeah.
Sticky Fire.
Ooh, sticky flame.
Sticky Flame.
Yeah, that's
Sticky claw.
Sticky Claw.
Oh,
no,
that's good.
But isn't that the apprentice?
No, that's paw.
Oh, yeah,
Claw.
Sticky Claw.
Sticky Claw.
And
I
then
like it.
when you're the king, sticky star.
Sticky Star.
Sticky star.
Sticky Claw. We did it.
That's
Love
pretty
it.
good.
That was
Done.
fun.
Everybody make your own warrior cat
Oh, and
name
what
at home.
clan would you be?
Oh, what are the clans?
Shadow clan.
Probably. Yeah, you'd probably be Shadow Clan.
Aren't
Those
those
are like
the
the evil
evil
ones.
ones?
And you'd probably escape.
I escape
and-
Shadow Clan and go to What are the clans?
River.
They're saying this off the top of their heads,
What's
which
the
is
main one?
insane to me.
The main one's not River. The main one's
So there is a river clan.
Wind. Wind. No, that's not the main one either.
The Hidley.
Thunder Clan, River
Oh
Clan.
yeah, Thunder Clan. That's the main one.
Yeah. Wind Clan and Shadow Clan.
What about
I
River
escape-
Clan? I would be in River
I
Clan.
think she already said
I
it.
said River Clan.
Oh.
He escapes Shadow Clan and joins Thunder Clan.
Yeah. Which is like big news.
Yeah. Oh my god. Did
God,
you guys
that's
hear?
fucking huge.
Did you guys hear that
Oh
Sticky
my God.
Claw joined Thunder Clan?
Ooh.
What? That's
And then Esta is in
news.
Thunder Clan, of course.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'm in Thunder Clan too. So we can
Okay,
all
now
meet
we
each
have to
other.
now we all have to come up with warrior cat names.
Oh my god, how many questions?
For
do we
ourselves or
have
for our
left?
characters.
For our characters.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
As to
Jared's
be-
sleeping. Jared, what's your warrior cat name?
Summa cum laude.
Boo.
Ooh.
I thought it was good.
All right. Esta's baby name is like Storm Kit, Storm Paw.
Oh.
Because she's born in a storm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Daenerys Targaryen.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Stormborn.
But then what's her coming of age?
Probably like,
That's the hard one.
yeah, that's the hard part.
Storm scale.
Storm Scale, because she's a dragon.
That's good.
That's really good.
Storm scale. Storm.
Storm Bolt.
Yeah, I was thinking
Storm Bolt.
Storm Bolt,
Storm Cloud.
Storm Cloud.
I like Storm Bolt.
I like Storm
Yeah.
Bolt. That fits with the lightning. That's more.
I don't have
Particular.
anything for Sawyer.
Or Storm Soul.
Ooh, Storm Soul.
Soul.
That's
It's
pretty
really good.
That's sick as hell.
Wow, it's always the quiet ones.
Is it Storm Soul?
Sawyer.
I like Storm Bolt because that is literally lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna stick with that one.
Okay. I don't know.
Fuck me up.
I feel like green kit, green paw.
Fuck, sorry. And then she's from Thunder Clan, so she's the lightning of Thunder Clan.
Yes.
So she oh, that's good. That's good. As hell.
Thunderstar. That's when you're the leader.
No, Storm Star.
Oh, Storm Star.
Storm Star,
Sorry,
yeah.
and of Thunder Clan. Okay, well I'm
I feel like
Frog.
green-
Frog
frog
Paw.
kit, frog
Yeah.
paw,
Frog Paw. And then what's my
frog strike.
Yeah, no it Frog Paw and then
Frog Ball.
I want to be like
Frog ball.
Frog's Bane.
Frog's Bane.
Yeah.
Eating a lot of frogs.
Crazy.
Yeah, like I want to like I think like
Frog-
I'm called Frog Kid as a kid because I love playing. I chase the frogs around and I love playing with them. And then like there's like a plague later on Thunder Clan. Like River Clan sends over a plague of frogs on us, and I have to like defeat what I love
Holy
most.
shit.
And then I
Wow.
make the sacrifice, and I'm called Frog's Bane.
That's awesome.
Frog Star.
Frog Star.
Hey now, you're a frog star.
I didn't put that. That's not on Sawyer's playlist.
Get your frog on.
I'm going. Oh
Get
my
your
God.
frog on.
Can you
Go
believe
hop.
that? Can you believe All Star is not on the Sawyer playlist right now?
That's insane.
If you're listening to this, why haven't you like
All
told me
that hops is a frog.
all that glitter?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, how'd you miss that?
How did I miss this?
Jared, what's your warrior cat name?
It's actually originally from Shakespeare. It's not. Well, it's sort of a version of it. It's not originally from Lord of the Rings, but like, come on, you know.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Wow. Okay, it's on there.
All Star is your
Anybody thinking about
prophecy.
Joe right now?
All Star is my prophecy. I'm gonna move it up so it's number 1 on the playlist when you play it.
Do you have a warrior cat name?
For me, Jared, or for like an NPC?
For you, Jared.
Guy kit, guy paw.
Fuck it. Next question.
Guy man.
Guy man.
Little baby man.
Okay, you can be baby man. Next question.
Next question. What dessert would Beans, Esta, and Sawyer be?
Beans would be tiramisu. I've been thinking a lot about this question since it got into the Discord.
No, he would be like a
No.
oh,
Whoa.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say no. I didn't mean to like shut it. Excuse
Oh,
me.
actually, he would be a
No.
taiyaki with red bean curd.
That's what I was gonna say. You have to do the red
yeah.
bean
A
curd.
bean bun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
didn't,
I
I didn't mean to
fixed
shut it down. I'm sorry.
No.
No, you fucking idiot.
I just felt like he was a little bitter, but a little sweet, like a tiramisu. But we'll be taiyaki with a red bean curd paste in it. No, red bean curd is also like not too sweet, but not too bitter.
We should
Beans
go,
on toast.
we should go to OMG Squee this weekend.
Okay, you hit after our movie.
We're gonna go see The Boy and the Heron. Sorry, y'all. My life's gonna be changed after that.
Watching,
The podcast is gonna get so much better.
we're
because
gonna watch
I'm
Studio
gonna be
Ghibli.
I'm gonna be so inspired.
What dessert are you?
I would be like one of those weird really not like fancy restaurants, but like Instagrammable restaurants.
Yeah.
It's like a really fancy dessert they bring out for you, and it's like a beautiful blueberry vanilla
Little blueberry.
exactly, little blueberry like vanilla ice cream with like a fancy like a ribbon of chocolate on top and in a pretty bowl, but it comes with one of those things you learn about electricity in science class with the little balls you touch that like give you the little bit of electricity on
Yes.
it.
Yes,
And that's what it's on top of the dessert,
yeah.
and then when the waiter brings it to the table, they like lift that off, and it's like all the electricity on their hand, and dry ice smoke comes out,
Holy
and then
shit.
the dessert is under it.
Oh, I didn't know you were like making up
Yeah.
desserts.
Describe something that is so insane.
I didn't know we were
It had
starting
to
our,
be electrified somehow.
I didn't know we were
That's
starting
what
our
I came up
cookbook.
with.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like make your own dessert.
Yeah.
My answer was gonna be funnel cake.
But honestly, you know what? These are very character. These are very
What do you want me to say? Cannoli?
true for character.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'd like to offer, I don't know, rock candy, a green rock candy. Kind of seems, I don't know.
Yeah, I could see it would be something that you would get like at the ballpark.
Our ice cream in a
Yeah.
baseball helmet.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like I've had a Rangers like baseball ice cream cup like since I was a little kid, which
Yeah.
it was my brother's. I didn't actually go to the game, but yeah.
Okay, good answers.
How many more we got? We could take one more.
Okay, lightning
We-
round.
like,
Lightning round.
Yeah.
We'll go fast.
Okay,
We're pushing what?
I'm-
Almost 2 hours?
We're at 150. I'm CP too.
Yeah,
But
Wait,
Jared's
lightning
done.
round.
We'll go fast.
would your character be on Santa's naughty or nice list?
Naughty.
Nice.
Who's
Naughty.
this from?
Oh, excuse me. This is from It's a Jade.
Thank you, Shade.
Naughty. Beans is naughty.
All the characters in Frogmount would be on the nice list. All the NPCs, all of them. I don't care. They're all
Okay.
None of them have ever done anything wrong.
wrong ever.
If the party started a band together, what genre would they play, and who would play what instrument?
Teenage angst pop rock.
Who's that from?
This young Tantu. If the party started a
Yo.
band together, what genre would they play, and who would play what instrument?
Thank you, Tanner. I know them.
Teenage angst pop rock.
Beans would be the drummer.
That's good.
Shoot.
Esther would be the lead singer.
I wanted to be
No.
the drummer.
She played. Esther would play bass.
Esther would play bass.
Yeah. Yeah, Sawyer would be the lead singer.
Yeah. I know.
Yes.
She plays bass.
Next.
Say who it's from.
Big Schlong Max.
That came out of nowhere.
I really. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I
You know
forgot
what?
about Big
You know what? Ban that guy. Ban that guy from the Discord. Ban him.
You're
Ban him.
welcome. You're welcome at all times.
You're
Big
banned.
schlong man.
You're banned.
No, you're welcome here.
Get out of here, buddy. You're
You're
banned.
welcome big and small schlongs alike.
I didn't know it. Whenever I said say who it's from, I thought I was just like reminding you. I didn't know.
Because there was a long pause.
I didn't know it was from Big Schlong Max when I said that.
Didn't know we were welcoming a true being.
What did Big Schlong Max
What does he want to know?
Big Schlong Max
or she or they?
What do they want to know?
asks, what ridiculous conspiracy theory do you think your character believes in?
Oh, well, Sawyer believed that cooties weren't real.
We're real, you
We're
mean?
real.
She believed that they weren't real. And
We're real.
she would think
Wait, she believed they were real.
Insane. Back up.
Wait, what is the reality that you believe in?
She believed they were real.
no, yeah, she believed that they were real.
You kept saying to believe they weren't real.
And then you doubled down on
What is
it.
wrong with
Sorry,
you?
it was a Freudian slip. I sorry.
She's lying to herself.
I just wanted. Sorry, I got caught up in wanting to preach the truth. But she would also think that the moon landing was faked, which maybe it was.
Beans would no.
We're not
going to
get into that, Lily. We
I-
know that Lily is a huge moon landing is fake.
I was going to say an insane conspiracy theory, and then I said I can't.
Beans would be a flat earther.
Maybe.
What was your conspiracy theory?
We just cut it out.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the one where they believe that there's, which I kind of believe this too, that there is an island that like high-ranking U.S. government officials and like billionaires and stuff from America basically import children, and there's like they like take children there and do debaucherous things on this fucking island, and that's how they get away with
that's
their
like
shit.
definitely real.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to be that guy.
though
but,
there's
like,
like well, but the thing is like that there's one island,
or that there's multiple
like-
or something. Yeah.
There goes the
well,
podcast.
because there's a conspiracy theory that there's a school for like troubled kids. That it's like a chain across like the U.S. It's believed that those schools like basically funnel off kids like one by one
Yeah.
to this like island.
It's kind of like in holes.
Shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up about holes.
Can we go back to Beans as a flat earther?
Yeah. Anyway,
sad.
that's why I said.
Yeah, we got to cut that out because that was a bummer.
Yeah,
That was
exactly. So Beans is a flat earther. Beans
Um,
also believes in ghosts. Not that that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, that's kind of real.
Literally revenants.
I
think-
believe in ghosts.
I think Esta would believe in, or like really like, yeah, I guess believe in the like Mandela effects, but like whatever those are in in Eldrivale.
Like every time
Like-
Esther's wrong, she's like, "This is inconceivable."
Somebody's changed this.
yeah, she
Yeah.
like believes that like the timelines are splitting weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe on that theory.
Okay. Lightning round.
Big schlong.
This is a big one. Crow Kane asked. I just realized.
Oh my god.
When you said it out loud.
Crow.
Okay.
That's
That's
funny.
good.
Crow Kane. What are the holiday traditions of Frogmont and
Holy
the players'
shit.
families?
I feel like we don't have time to answer this
Oh.
one anymore.
Whatever Hyperia's birthday is, that's what Sawyer's family celebrates.
Time for another bummer. Every day on what is ever considered like the big holiday of the year during the winter time, Beans' family would make them like burn something they cherished every year to harden them.
Oh my god.
That's more than we've like learned about Beans' backstory in universe.
Esta's family would have like a really stuffy Christmas party
Oh,
or Hyperia Day.
Whatever it
Hyperia,
is.
Hyperiamus.
Yeah. They would have like a really stuffy Christmas party at Stormbreak. And
Oh,
and they would all have to get in like really uncomfortable like little Christmas dresses and like pose for a portrait.
yeah, and it would take forever because
It
they were
would-
painting it.
Yeah. And then everyone would have to go buy their own present.
They would just get a bunch of
Yeah,
money.
you would just get a bunch of like a bag of gold, and you'd get to go on on town the day,
Honestly,
the
that's
day
not
after.
bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I will say, making this canon now. I don't have anything that's similar to like the December holidays, but I will say that Little Branch does celebrate Wiener Ween.
Oh,
Weenie
yeah.
Ween.
Weenie Ween.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go back and visit during Weenie Ween.
Weenie Ween episode.
Weenie Ween episode.
Weenie Ween in 2024.
The Cinderfoots also follow like Hobbit birthday
Mm.
traditions. So on your birthday, you give everyone else presents.
Oh,
Love it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beans just has to burn anything he's loved throughout the year.
Wow.
Damn, tough.
It's really good.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Anyway, on that note.
On that
Moving on.
note, the questions are over.
Yeah!
Oh.
Note.
I will say, like we were thinking about doing there was a while where I was like, oh, this is going to be like the end of the year. We should probably do like Frogmont is at the end of like the semester. So it's December. We were going to do some kind of like wintry thing.
Well, it's actually been 2 days.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
No,
school's been in
it's been a
session-
couple days.
Okay, school's been in
Okay,
session for
couple
5 days,
days.
so I
Yeah.
don't think the semester can end.
Yeah, we were gonna. I was like, oh, I want to get there, but no. Honestly, at this point, we'll probably get there by the end of
Maybe
next
next
year.
year. And if we've closed off Frogmont, if we've wrapped up that campaign,
Don't say
we
that.
can. Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. Frogmon's gonna live on forever.
Yeah,
I was gonna say we could do a Yule. We could do a winter ball.
Oh, that's on the table. That's,
Oh yeah, the snowball.
the snowball.
That's definitely the wiener ball.
But we could do a prom in the spring.
Yeah.
The wiener ball.
True. As long as everybody's there. Oh, drama.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, all 4 schools. Well, there
Of
is one.
course.
There is one dance every year that's just Brimstone and Frogmont because that's where Sawyer's parents met.
Is it
But-
like a Sadie Hawkins? Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have
yeah,
to ask.
Well, no, but it's just like girls at boys' school, whatever. Like,
No, I meant like the girls have to ask the boys from Brimstone.
Like
Yeah.
the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Yeah.
it is like that.
Sadie Hawkins dance.
Now that you mention it, but there's one like a Yule one or like a snowball with
Where all of
everybody.
them
Yeah.
are there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I was wanting to do. At
And
this
all
time
the
of the year,
Valkyrie
but
kids
it's-
are like, my dress
we're not there.
cost 2,000 gold, and I'm on the red carpet.
When do we
is-
get an all-school tournament?
Arcano Ball.
We'll get there.
The Arcano Ball season is coming.
No, but I want like it's
Right.
like we play Arcano Ball and Blood Rush, and like everything happens at the same time, but we're all
The
competing.
Olympics.
Yeah,
for
the
the schools.
Olympics for
Oh,
schools.
yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean? It's like
fun.
all the teams have to like be winning.
Yes.
So we really got to unify. Oh, this could be great story wise. Write that down, Jared.
Field day.
We got it
Field
recorded.
day. Oh. Okay.
So we have this recorded.
Anyway.
Thank you so much for listening this year.
Oh
We
yeah.
love you guys.
We haven't even been going for a full year yet, and
yeah.
we're already getting so much love, and we're glad that you guys listen. And we'll be bringing you more content in
More
2024.
content. Yeah.
Stay tuned for fun announcements.
Oh, I will say
yeah.
on like a serious note of like we talked about like me quitting my job today. Well, I still have 2 more weeks, but anyway,
You still
it's
quit?
the end is there. But I think multiple times this year I've been like unironically and non-jokingly 2023 has been like the worst year of my life because like my day has been I have to get to my job at 8:30, so I have to wake up at like 7 whatever and then drive there for 30 minutes and I'm there all day, and then when I get home it's like 5:45
and
So
it's
I've, like,
dark.
yeah, and it's dark, and I'm like, okay, well now I gotta like either like edit an episode or like plan something, or like I'll have time to rest. But I will say like the things that have made 2023 like not a waste, like an actual waste of time, has been like you guys and like Olivia, and also just like Gals and Goblins, because hopefully this is a year that I considered in the moment to be the worst year of my life so far. But hopefully I would love if it's a year of my life that like changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really sweet.
Yeah. It's always been my dream to have a podcast. I've always been a podcast girl. Not necessarily listening to Dungeons and Dragons, but I got there eventually. So to be able to have something that people enjoy and listen to, and it's something that's like been a dream of mine.
Yeah. I don't believe anybody. Just so you know, if you're listening to this and you're like, I like this podcast, I don't believe you.
Oh yeah, Jared doesn't. We give Jared numbers. We
Jared's
go,
like, everyone hates our
everything's
podcast."
going great, and he goes, okay.
They're faking.
He even has access
They're
to the
saying that to
podcast
be
numbers.
nice.
Yeah. I'm like, y'all are just patronizing us. You're being like, oh, this is good. And it's not. Y'all just being too sweet. But no, I mean, I do believe you. But
Spotify Wrapped Day was like one of the best days of my life.
Yeah, people were tagging us like, we're your top podcast. I was like, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
seeing us listed in your top 5 podcasts next to some of the podcasts that we like admire the most and like
Yeah.
inspire us the most was like,
it's insane.
oh my God, I'm getting emotional.
Like to be
It's so cool.
the top podcast for 112 people, and we've only been doing this since February.
yeah.
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 Like
And that was
that's-
before our November numbers came in.
Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
October, which like October was our biggest
Yeah.
month until we hit November.
November.
But a bunch of
Yeah.
people in the Discord were like, Gals and Goblins isn't on mine because I started listening in November.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
So it's like it's exciting to think at this time next year, it's like how many people
Yeah.
Yeah.
are going to be on there. But we couldn't do it without you guys. So.
Yeah.
No,
and you guys are always
definitely.
hopping in the Discord to be like, I binged the whole show in like 2
Yeah.
days.
I
Which
get
is
it.
Crazy. How did
Yeah.
you do that? But also like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is so flattering and like
And y'all really do
insane
like
to think about.
y'all like allow us to keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
And like,
Yeah.
I read every single word that is written about the podcast probably 3 times.
Yeah.
I go back and read the Apple Podcast reviews.
Yeah.
Anytime
even
I'm
the
feeling
Spotify.
down, I
Well,
go back and
Yeah.
read them.
I
Yeah,
think
and the Spotify
we wanted to
comments.
read some and thank people, and like we can do that again
Oh,
on another time. But I mean, we started that early, but then we started getting a lot more, and
Yeah. I can make a TikTok. I can do dramatic readings again.
or we can at the end of the next study break.
there have just been some like very very sweet
Mhm.
Yeah.
things that have been said.
Yeah, we read them all. We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Read every.
There's a
single
big. We
thing.
record pretty far in advance, so if we say we're gonna read your review and we haven't read it yet, we will include it.
Mhm.
I think this is the episode we've recorded the closest to its release date
Yeah,
because it's
in a
coming out
while.
in
That's
2
'cause it's
weeks.
We
Yeah,
don't have to release it in order.
yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, like we've already recorded our first episode back in January,
Yeah.
and
And
it
it-
was good.
and it's like beginning of December.
Mhm.
I say that as if Christmas is in like 2 weeks.
I know. That's
I
so
don't want to think
crazy.
about it.
Yeah. Whoa.
It's been a crazy year. Hopefully, this has been a crazy year. Hopefully, 2024 is batshit crazy.
Oh man.
Yes.
We're
Hopefully y'all had a great year.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed listening to Gals and Goblins this year.
Mhm.
and if you didn't have a great year, like Jared,
Yeah, I had again
Yeah.
one of the worst years of my life.
Hopefully we made it a little bit better.
and
Yeah.
think of
And
how
y'all definitely made ours better.
and think of how much will change in 2024 and how much better it'll be.
Yeah.
Get all your friends to start listening to Gals and Goblins as
Yes.
soon as you hear this episode so that they can say they started listening to us in 2023.
The year that we
Mhm.
like
Oh, I
were
listened.
founded.
I
Yeah.
listened to them when they started. Then they
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to them back in 2023.
Yeah.
But do we have any closing thoughts?
So
I love you guys.
that's it. Have a great end of your
Oh.
year.
Kisses from the gals.
But we mean it.
See ya.